Yo, what's up, everyone out there? Just through Jip in the house. Gosh, I have to look up there. I'm looking down there. I can't look at myself. Anyway, what's up? Just on here, just chatting. Not really doing too much. I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be on YouTube. Um, Not YouTube. Supposed to be doing my webpage today, but I am not doing it. But anyway, oh wait, let's see. So what I did, that's about it. Not so much today. Just chilling, and yeah, that's about it. Just chilling. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Just on here. Ask any questions if you have any. Two people, what's up? It's a beautiful day outside. Let me show you real quick. It's a beautiful day outside. It's 3 something out here. I'm supposed to be doing my webpage. Ooh, hope you guys can see. Next door neighbor. It's a pretty cool area, man. But outside, my house is a mess. Oh man, I wish it was some. All right, what's up? Just chilling, man. What's up? What's up? Just chilling. Have a good time. Tony Styles, Mark Simmons. Just having fun out here. And thanks for thumbs up. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm looking for a video inside a club. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, you mean for me? Wow, I haven't been in a club in a long time, but I will go to a club and I will make one for you if that's what you want. I usually go to this club called Ghost. Actually, I used to weigh like 103. I went down to 92. I think I'm back up to 95 now, but I got this cool exercise where I can lose a lot of weight. So I'm doing that. No, I haven't talked to Guy Coco Boss maybe in about a few months. The last time I talked to him, he had just came back from traveling, I guess, and we spoke, talked a couple of things, but stay in Japan, focus on making some money and stuff like that. But I haven't called him. But sometimes he's busy. So usually when he's not busy, he'll contact me. But recently we haven't really been talking because I think maybe he had went back to the States. So usually when people go back to the States, they don't contact me unless they have something, really, really important to say. Well, we're not enemies or anything like that. He's still home. Tom's like, is it better to hook up with Japanese girls and not develop emotions and just keep it? You know what? I'm making these videos. I don't know if you've watched them, called Maintaining Your Sanity in Relationships with Japanese Women. Basically, if you are getting married, if you're planning to marry one, just remember that they are like a boss. Basically, it's like in the old days, like in the 50s, 60s, 30s, 40s, whatever, you had the American dream, 2.5 kids, 2.5 cars, a garage and stuff like that. The man is happy. The woman stays home and, she pretty much does what he wants. Well, in Japan, it's reversed. So, well, not reversed, but the women actually go into a business mode where they take care of the family, everything. They have kids, but the husband is not necessarily a lover. They might give you a couple of kids, and after that, majority of them stop having sex. So if you are, you can get emotional with them and stuff like that. That's fine. But that's fine if that's what you want to do. But when you get married, they change. So if you're just dating, it's all good, unless you live with them. I wouldn't advise you living with them. If you want to have a good time with Japanese women, from my experience, have your own place, just go out and party. The ones that like you, let them come to you. You guys have fun, do what you want to do, and that's it. If you're looking to get married, that's a whole different situation. Let's see. What's up, Ife? What time is it in Japan right now? It is 3:46 p.m. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, nice. So how's life out there? All of you, all of you, all of you. But yeah, I'm uploading a video now that I made. Some guy he has something to say about one of my videos. So I had okay, you recommend it. Do you recommend venues for minutes? Oh, that's good. I for hope things things get even more better. Good. Would you have a cold or something? Mark, I don't know because I usually go to this club called Ghost, another club called Pure, and they're usually young people there. If you're looking for women in their 40s, the clubs they go to, I have no idea. But from what I understand, a lot of them they are looking to. Some looking for fun, some looking to get married. But if you want to find a woman, the best thing to do is just go outside. You see them your age, go to the malls and stuff because they're out and about, and just talk to them. What is missing? The element of game that street guys can run. Definitely, it's not female. Okay. The game is basically like what I tell guys is listen to two short songs. And the reason I say this because the game that he spits in his songs is the game that these women apply on these guys, and it's working like clockwork. The best thing I could say is, like I said in my videos, come here, don't change unless you're a weak person. If you're a weak person, think about the coolest person, the person that got game, and be like that. Because these women, the only thing that I've noticed that they really number one thing they lack is sex. If those are for the ones who don't want to get married. The ones who want to get married, it's just more or less like a business security. They raise the kids, they take care of the money and everything. And you're pretty much outcasted unless you're working in the English industry and you open up a school with her, then I'm sure she's running everything. And as far as your romance, from what I understand, it's pretty much dead. And then as these guys get older, it wanes a little more because staying in shape and they don't lose romance, or attractions, I should say, from other men, attraction for other men. I guess a lot of them are short. There are a whole bunch of tall ones out. It just depends on whether they are out and about. They're working. If you go to Tokyo or Osaka, you'll see a few tall people. I would say, I guess, a lot of them are short, but yeah, a lot of them are short, but there are a lot of tall people out here too, men and women. Okay, let's see. Japanese women are figure. No, these women got mad game. Okay, Tony, these women. I've met guys out here who these women totally break down. If you look at one of my, I don't know which video it was, but maybe the fifth part 5, this one guy said his wife and his family broke his mind. They have a game, they stick to it. These women are probably the number 1 female players in the world. Their game is so on tight that they make American women look like angels. They make sisters look like angels. These women got their game tight. Because what you have to understand is they take care of their business, but when it comes to like sex and what they want to do, you can go out and do it, and it's nothing you can do about it. They convince these guys mentally that I guess they convince these guys psychologically not to want to have sex with the women. The women are out there having sex with other people and stuff. Not all, but quite a few from what I understand. At home, a lot of them are really cold. My wife sometimes comes home. We don't even say good morning, good night, or anything. She comes in the house, talk to the kids, don't even say anything to me. And at first I was like, why is she doing that? But I understand why. It's just because basically I've been staying home. And when I first met her, I was just doing my own thing. I didn't even care, you know. And so now she's doing that stuff, but I don't care. People are gonna do what they want. The whole thing is in the game. You have to understand that you are your own boss, and you do what you want, and other people do what they want. And if you don't like it, then bounce. Pretty much that's it. But yeah, they got mad. I mean, they got guys out here crying. Guys got to answer. I mean, it's crazy. Hey, what's up, Light Nation Success? How do you feel about feminism in Asia and the West? Well, I mean, I mean, okay. Let's say if you were on the streets talking to your homies and you ask that questions, what would they say? Most of them, like they laugh like, so what? I'm trying to make money. I ain't worried about what these women out here doing. Out here in Asia, though, the men has lost a lot of power because of course, the what is it called? The what is it called? The tech technology, TV, and stuff. And to Korea recently, there was these K-pop group guys who were convicted of what's that illicit activities, with women and stuff like that. It's crazy. I don't know if I can exactly say it on YouTube, but yeah, the women in Asia pretty much now that they got their own money, um, they're looking beautiful. They can travel, and it's like in your own neighborhood. You look at your own women. Most of the guys in the community don't respect their women because they know them. They know all the dirty things about them and stuff. So when they travel and they see different women, they like look up to these women and stuff like that. And that's what the women are doing now. Now they have access to men that got money. Guys look better. Uh, guys who can travel, black guys, white guys, whatever kind of guy they want. The ones that got money, they'll just meet these guys. I mean, I know there's some girls that just um, call up these guys, say, "What's up? What you doing? I'm coming." They fly overseas, jump in the bed with these guys, and do all kinds of things. So, I mean, the women they know the game. I think what it is a lot of guys who come to Asia don't know the game. That's the sad thing about it. But feminism, I mean, they're gonna do what you want. If you're a partner, how you gonna come in the country and tell a woman what she can do when all of them are doing the same thing? You know what I'm saying? And if you do get one who want to be with you and she's beautiful and you're just mediocre and you got to be true to yourself, you're mediocre. Then you have to ask, well, why is she with me? Is it because she wants me for some kind of status or sex, or she want um, money or whatever, So there's really a whole bunch of reasons that they do it, But the number one reason is you're different, and the guys in their neighborhoods are stuck in their neighborhoods. I mean, if they live in a low income area, they ain't going nowhere. It's just like in the states. If they don't make any major change, they're not going anywhere. And a lot of women don't. They want to move out of those communities, but they're not. They're not. If they marry someone in their own neighborhood, they know that they're going to move, or if they do, it's not going to be too far. Okay, Mark Simmons, do you agree that many of the middle-aged women are sex starved? Yeah, yeah. What's his name? Stefan. He was him. We meet a lot, talked a lot. Yes, I would maybe. Yeah, you can say that it's sex starved. I wouldn't look at it in that direction. I would look at it as these women are more. They want to have sex more, and they are not. A lot of them are not. Don't have access to a lot of men who they can go to and have sex with. So, oh man, I should have. Yeah, I think that's what the problem is out here, and that's I would rather term it like that, because they're not starved because they can pretty much call up a guy and jump in, have consensual relationships with any guy on the street. I mean, it's well known in Japan if if you're a guy and You want a girl, just go to the local convenience store at night. You'll see a girl, if she's buying noodles and she's dressed nice, that means she's lonely. You walk over to her and say, hey, how you doing? Let's go to your house and watch some TV or the videos, whatever. Or you talk to them, and man, I'm telling you the things that go on here. It's really interesting. But I wouldn't say sex starved, but I would say they're very, it's a good word. They're just very active. This one girl told me that she's just always wet 24 hours a day, and this other girl was talking to her, and she was asking, I asked her, we are talking about how many times she can do it, and she said she can do it like 8 times a day, every day, no problem. So, yeah, they want it, but they're, what can I say? It's not accessible to them the way they want. Hello from Cali. Hey, what's up? A Hawkins, how you doing? I'm from Venice. What part of Cali you from? Um, you know, yeah, I talk to a lot of women, and we talk about sex a lot, and the stories they tell me is like, wow, it's this. Yes, I love the discussion between you and your friends in the car. The last night conversation was very funny. Um, those conversations are like on the spur. Um, that day, I just met that guy that night. No, I didn't meet him that night. When did I meet him? Maybe I did meet him, but that guy's really interesting too. But those two guys, we just hooked up, just jumped in the car. Those kind of conversations are spontaneous, so they're not really planned. So I have no idea, I guess. Oh, but I do have some friends I do talk to, and we talk about some serious stuff, but we never think about recording what we're going to talk about until after we finish. So next time I get with some friends, I'll just say, hey, let's just record, our you know record our travels or whatever, and just pop up because we do have some good conversations. So. But yeah, Mark, if you come out here, it's really interesting. I mean, like, I know I say a lot of crazy things in my videos. A lot of guys don't believe me, but that's just the difference between being friends and these quote unquote social rules and stuff. You see someone on the street, you're like, oh, hey, how you doing? Walk up, say, hey, how you doing? If she want to talk to you, fine. If she don't, fine. I talked to a few guys, and they say that a lot of guys say I'm wrong about what I'm saying, and they take these PUA steps to getting women and stuff. And I tell guys that's just all. Well, I won't say it's BS, because they're making their money, but there's an easier way. And oh wow, cool. Where? Oh, South Central. Okay, I had some cousins that live like one block. They live right off the 103 off of Figueroa. You come off and you make that right turn, and to the left, I think there's a McDonald's, and I think the Coliseum is to the. It would be to the south or something like that. So people lived over there. I think it was what by Money, not Morningside. What's that street? Oh God, Morningside. Yeah, Morningside. I think it was Morningside, not Morningside. Gosh, I can't think of the name. But then it was somewhere over there. So where you at now? In North Carolina. I mean, the North Carolina, North Cal. Oh, that's funny, because I haven't seen that NorCal since I left LA. That's so funny. But let's see what's going on. So basically, what I spoke to some guys the other day, and they were telling me, basically, I said, when you're out here, it's really cool. Everything is open, it's free. So you walk up to a girl, if you like, say, hey, come on, let's go. Oh, you can't do that. You got to take me to dinner. You got to do this. I'm like, listen, when you're walking down the street and a woman stares at you, how long does it take before she decides whether or not she want to spend some time with you? Y'all know what I mean? And they all say, oh, within a few seconds, within a minute or something. Because the girl, I'm not going to stare at you for a minute, but within a few seconds, I say, okay, well, if you already know that, then why don't you just walk over there and just say, what did you decide? She's like, what do you mean? You know what I mean. You can just go through the whole story. Like, well, you was looking at me and I know what you was thinking. How you was thinking whether or not you gonna spend some time with me or not. And wow, stupid dogs. Got this one dog bullying on these other dogs. But anyway, and then when I say that to the guys, they just laugh. I say, there you go. You guys ask me all these questions about what you do to get with a woman, but you already know that. So if you know that, why waste time? I see from your experience, do you feel that Japanese women are strong choosing give strong choices in when they are interested in a man or expecting to leave? When I was in Nagoya, I've had on an average 3 to 4 women my first 2 years come up and talk to me. Hey, how you doing? Where you from? Because they spoke English. They speak English out there. Hey, how you doing? Where you from? Give me a number. Let's go out and meet. But I call them, flake and stuff. Some of them on the same day. Hey, you want to go to my house? You want to do this? But I just got to Japan and I was faithful for the first 2 years, so I passed up like at least 2,000 women easily. But for me, I'm not the type of guy who will jump into bed with any woman anyway. But if I was, I could have smash so much. But out here in Japan, in Asia, I look at like, in the West, Jesus says, if you have sex and get rich or whatever, you go to hell. And Buddhists like get rich, do what you want because you're going to go to heaven anyway. And out here, it's like opposite of the States, sex fun and then move on and stuff. So the whole psychological thinking is just 180 degrees different from the States. Like nations, have you seen David Bond yet? David Bond, I don't know him. I've met Tokyo Sam. Oh man, maybe 4 or 5 times. He's real cool. Me and him get along fine. We used to talk a lot. I mean, a lot, like almost every day and stuff. He would call me and stuff. But I don't know who David Bond is unless you're talking about that black guy. I know a David, and he's I think he's whose friend is he? He's what's his name's friend? Raymond Gaijin's friend. What's up? Hello? Okay. So I don't know about David Bond though. Any more questions? Anything? I'm good to go. Yeah, being married is cool. Me and my wife really talk so much, and that started about 6 months ago. And it was because she hired some guy that's her friend, her sister's friend, hired this guy, and then the two became like real close. I mean, like real close, almost like if they were dating. I don't know if they were or not. And then she always be jealous, but I keep telling her do what she wants. It's Japan. I already know women gonna do what they want. It's not even about that. It's about making money and stuff, But we still have our physical connections and stuff. But I don't know. For me, it's different, because I came out to Japan and I didn't know anything about Japan and I didn't know anything about the women. So I came out here my first 2 years. I just acted like I was still in Venice, in LA, just doing my thing. And I didn't even know anything until a white boy told me came. When my white friends came and told me what was going on. And stuff. Hold on. Teoki, get your犬はケージでね。いざジェリーにハンデルすごい。ケージでね。Or you 上に持っていて。やろう。私すごい。ジェリーは。Okay, sorry about that. Ever dated American women in the 10 years? I've been here 25 years. I wouldn't necessarily say, I say dated. But I can remember American women, only two sisters. Well, no, only one sister I dated. Oh, my jaw. I dated one sister. I'm 13. Whoa. I dated one sister from America, and and that was it. The American women out here, the sisters and stuff. I talk to them. They cool. Well, no, I guess the ones who know me on YouTube don't like me. I'm able to care. But out here dating sisters, from what I understand, it's kind of tough because they come out here looking for what is that thing called? Japanese guys and stuff. And the brothers out here looking for Japanese women. They all have their problems and stuff. But for the most part, the foreign women out here, they're pretty much ignored by the foreign men out here because the Japanese women, they got it going on, and the foreign women cannot compete. Okay, let's see. Um, how rare or common is a thick, voluptuous Japanese woman? How they? I think the guys want skinny women. The women now they're getting thicker. The ones that are exercising. Because when they exercise and their muscles come out, I mean, they have nice bodies, nice legs, especially once they ride their bikes all the time. Um, a demand form, I wouldn't necessarily say there's a demand for that type of a woman. I guess just there's just a demand for women, but that would be from a Japanese guy's point of view. But from what I understand, the Japanese guys are probably uncomfortable with a woman bigger than they are. So I don't think there's a demand for 'em. This match is held for review. So, da-da, yeah, good question, Mark. Have you ever? Oh, okay. Have I ever? I think my wife almost has one of those. Uh, I've been with. I only been with my wife, and she has almost, almost, it's like that. Not like the whole 180, but like maybe the 90 or the 45 or something like that. So she's kind of thick. Like got thick legs and stuff, all muscles and stuff. Um, Other than that, no, I've seen only three out here. One in Nada and one um, in Starbucks that I always have in my videos and Hallmarchy. And then my friend, the one that will talk about my Hakuin stories, 100 yen stories. He from Nada, but man, he showed me a picture. I was like, wow, So there are out here because basically Japanese people are black anyway. So when you come out here and you'll see it. Your connection is unstable. Please wait a while. We are trying to reconnect. Hmm. Wait, hold on. Let me see something. Huh. Okay, it's back up. Okay, so let me see. Like, tell us some stories about the freaky job. Okay, let me hold on. Okay, are you still teaching English to young students in Japan? Have not watched you for a while. Yeah, I'm still teaching English to young kids. I'm really good now. I can like my students who come in at 4 years old, they start learning to read within like 4 months. So now it's really good. They start passing my phonics test, ABC sound, ABC phonics test, and then they start reading and stuff. And it's really interesting, but it's good. And now I got this thing too where I can teach kids from 3 years old and up to 3-year-old kids anyway. Um, Multiplication, division, and it takes like 5 minutes. It's so easy. So I'm thinking about really pushing that. Trying to push that in the states, especially in the black neighborhoods first, because it's a program that just steadily goes really simple steps to algebra, trigonometry, and all of that stuff. Mm. Okay, so you want some freaky stories? Mm, what was that question? Who asked me that? Oh. Mm. My personal stories, or I got a whole bunch of them. But what do you mean by freaky? So you had to explain that, so I have to guess. But I do remember I went to this club called Pure, and um, It was this one Japanese girl. She had a sister almost like I mean, but almost like a sister. She was bad. She spoke English and everything. So I walk in there, and you got the young guys. When you say Japanese people are black, do you mean they are displayed? Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Lips. When you come out here, you'll see they look straight like sisters, but just light skinned. And that's it. With flat butts. Not all of them, but a lot of them have flat butts. But they straight. I mean, because if you look at, because you look on YouTube, there's a video talking about their DNA. I think they said their DNA is like 35% African, China, or 45% African. I think China was like 35. Chinese at 35%. So yeah, and then plus you look at the history, you will see that the Africans actually did settle here first, but they also did in China, all that stuff. And like when the Chinese people come out here and watch, come out here to visit, you see these kids and these women and guys, thick lips, noses. I mean, you can just, I mean, because we can see ourselves in them, they don't see themselves in us, but it's there. You're like, wow, wow, wow. And some of these Chinese women, the ones that come out here by themselves, or the foreign women, the ones that just got these black features, I'll walk and they'll just stop and look at me, and I'll just look, and they'll just start smiling. I know they want to talk, but I'm always busy, so I don't really talk to them. Plus, I don't know the language anyway. I need to be like Mouse, how he calls his name, and learn some other languages. But yeah, when you come out here, you'll see it. You will see it. I see one guy look like Obama and Prince and all kind of. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Freaky ass like good body that you. Oh boy. Uh, Let me see. So you wanted me to talk? I don't know if I'm gonna get a strike on this or not, but um, the women who I've been with, I tell these guys in my videos. Of course, you guys. Hopefully, you guys are watching while you really should. But when a woman out here, anywhere you go, when a woman looks at you, she's going to size you up. She's going to try to figure out your character based on what she think you are, and then she's going to play this role that's going to be comparable or dominate or whatever you want to the character that she thinks you are. And for me, a lot of the women tall before, when I was muscular and stuff, they look at me as a type of a player. They'll walk over and say, "How many girlfriends do you have?" And I'll just, when you want me to stop, just for the fun of it. And they just start laughing and start touching trade numbers. You meet them, and you can go out and eat and all this stuff. But I'm like, let's just go something. Let's just go get some food. Just go to a hotel, love hotel, whatever. And they're like, "Okay, fine." We go there. Whatever happens, happens. Happens. I'm just to have fun. Because when I look at these women, or when I look at women, of course they got the bodies and all that stuff, but I really try to stop thinking about how it's going to be if I have any physical romance with them. Because once you do that, and then when you actually do it, it's like when you're in the hood, you see this girl you want, and you finally get her, and what do most guys say? "Oh, it wasn't as good as I thought it was," but you shouldn't be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Don't spoil it for yourself. Don't create this image, because you'll never, because the actual event itself will never even come anywhere close to the event. So I don't do that. But yeah, they just walk over to me, talk. We go through some stuff. Sometime in these girls' cars and stuff, and we'll just sit there and talk. And I'd say, I don't, I say what's up, and they'll tell me why. They say, "Well, I saw you, you're really dark and black, and you're so handsome, and I just had to have you, and I wanted to talk to you. I've seen you before, but I was scared to talk to you, and blah blah blah, because I wasn't sure if I wasn't good enough for you." And you're sitting here with this woman that's a triple dime. You're like, "What do you mean?" So yeah, my freaky stuff. If you want to know about that, I don't really want to talk about that on here. We can talk in person if you want, and I can tell you. But wait a minute. I mean, girls, they get wet like everyone else does. Women are get wet all the time. The best way to make them get wet, I guess, is to make them laugh. Um, I was watching some program on okay, I'll get right with you, Mark, on that. I was listening to this program, and this woman was trying to help guys understand women. So I think I put on there, um, just make them laugh. I already know why, because a lot of women say make them laugh, and I explained. I told the girl what it meant. I knew what they meant by it, and she started laughing. But basically, if you want to get a girl, a woman out here, it doesn't matter where you are, you make her laugh. Why? Laughter. I shouldn't say this on here. Somebody gonna steal my quote, make some money out of it. So I'm not gonna say it. So if you want to know, hit me up because I already said in my other videos. But hit me up. But there is something to it. Um, and Okay. Laughter makes the body vibrate. Vibrating bodies apply pressure to glands. Pressurized glands release hormones. Hormones um, make the body horny, or make women horny. And horny women reach out and grab the closest man to them. And that's how it is. You make a woman laugh, and oh, good, yes, the Rhino Autobot, yes, the vibrations. That's all you got to do. And I was with this one lady one time. She's about my age. Well, not my age now, but at that time. And I was talking to her about it because a friend hooked us up, and I was just messing around. I told her that, and when I told her, she just started laughing, because she's one of the women who were used to party and stuff when she was younger and stuff. And when she told me that, I said, okay, well, let me just think about it. And I said, okay, well, let's go to a hotel. And she's like, all right. And I was like, whoa, it was just that minute, that fast. And, we hadn't even been hanging out for like not even 20 minutes, So she's like, fine, so that's what it is. You make them laugh. So a lot of Japanese women out here, they're always laughing, laughing, laughing. Trust me, when they're laughing, they are very wet. So, okay. So no, um, from what I understand, they don't know. Maybe they're starting to understand now, but when I first come out here, they didn't know. So you had these guys, these brothers from Africa saying they're from LA or New York with this deep African accent that women don't know. Um, but yes, the runner Autobot, it's a low voice, key bass in your voice. I'm gonna tell a story real quick, but even when I'm out here, I meet a lot of the Africans think I am African. I walk over. I was in Tokyo like many years ago when I first came here. I think it was like 1996, and I was in some club in Roppongi, and me and my wife was there. First, it's real close to me. Boo, boo, boo. I didn't know what he was talking about. So all of a sudden, he was like, "Hey, are you ignoring your mother language?" So I turned around. I said, "What? What you say?" He said, "Why are you ignoring your mother language?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I'm not African. I'm American." No, you're not. And then as I started talking and getting a little louder because he was kind of making me angry, he said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And then when I came in Nagoya, I was real cool with the Africans. When I went to Osaka, they didn't even ask me where I was from. They just automatically assumed I was from Ghana or Nigeria. So everything was all cool. And then later, when they found out that I was really American, they were like, wow. And the American brothers think I'm African. A lot of people who are from America think I'm African. And where you from? From LA. And they give me this look. This one brother, he's a doctor now. I'll never forget that. But we met in Osaka. And he was like, "Where you from?" From LA. And he looked at me, "You're not from LA, you're from African." I was like, "Well, I want to bow, you know. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm from, I'm like, "Okay, what part of LA?" And he was, telling me where he was. I told him where I lived and different things about LA that no tourists or someone who don't live there would know it. And he was like really surprised. So when I talk to a lot of these brothers and stuff, they just, even when I talk to the Africans, some of the Africans out here, and I'll be with an American friend. I was with an American friend the other day, and we both was American. He said, "Where you from?" I was from LA. He just ignored me and started talking to the other brother like if I was lying or something. So I don't know if it's true, but I get that a lot. Okay, let me. Yeah. So the Rhino Audubon. So I was in this club called this pub called Hub, and since I should go there. I mean, if you ever come out here, go there. It's a really nice club unless you already been there. And so I'm talking these brothers and stuff, and they all think they players and stuff. So I was telling them how how to get women aroused and stuff, and I just told them just to use a low voice. Like that ain't gonna work. So I just deepened my voice, and I said, well, if you walk up to a woman and blah 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 blah, say, yo, baby, what's up? Hey, how you doing? I like you. Let's go. The deep voice. They're gonna like it. And when I said that, they all started laughing. And I was like, "Why y'all laughing?" They said, "Oh," and they didn't know what you said. I said, "No." They were saying they were laughing because of what I said, but I said, "No, what you're laughing about is because of the bass that's in my voice squirted made you was strong enough to squirt some hormones out of y'all, and when a lot of women when their hormones start to flow, they'll start laughing." And I said, "Y'all do the same thing. So why you gonna laugh when a man?" I said, "If you're a man, you're gonna laugh when a man speaks in a with some bass in his voice. When do you expect women to do the same thing?" And they start laughing and stuff. So yeah, that low pitch and everything. You're right. That is true. And I think that works for any woman. Though. Ah, okay. Two more seven, two, 10, 13. Yeah, the Africans. I met a couple of Africans. This one brother, he's been out here for years, and he told me this story. And pretty much the story was when the Africans came to Japan, that they were looked down upon, and the only way they can change their character was to say they was from LA, from New York, and it raised their level, and they were able to talk to more women. And then the brothers came out. But another story I heard too was that it was the African brothers actually were the ones who taught the guys on the base and stuff how to talk to Japanese women. And then once they learned it, then they started turning on, turning on, turning against the African brothers. And, when he told me that, I started laughing because I said that's in the states too. You introduce a square person into your group, and then he think he all cool, and then he turn on you and stuff like that. So that was totally believable. And plus, another thing was believable because a lot of brothers I come out here. When I first came to Nagoya, I went to this club called this is a bar called Santa Barbara's, and it's some bad women. If you want to see some bad women, you got to go to Nagoya. But they had some bad women, and I walked in to this other club with this one girl, Japanese girl, tall, looked like a sister, thick lips, just bad. She walked in first. I walked in, talking to the brothers and stuff that I knew. Then I walked over and started talking to her. And the bartender was like, "Don't talk to the customers. You're going to scare them or something." He's an African dude. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "It's my girl." And then the I mean, American so great, but you can get to give me a kiss. She gave me a kiss. Oh my God, how'd you get her? And I'm like, what are you talking about? How? Why? What do you mean? How am I getting her? Well, how come you aren't with her? That's what I asked them, and they go, "Oh, man," I'm like, what you gonna do? Because they don't, not too many brothers don't fight each other and stuff, but they do talk a lot of crap because out here, if you get in a fight, you will get in trouble. Or if you get in a fight and somebody hits you, you can sue them. So if you're in Japan and people hit you or try to entice you, don't hit them. If they hit you, get a picture to call the police. You can get like $3,000, $4,000 and stuff, for them hitting you. Yeah, so but that's how it is. Let's see. Yeah, so the African brothers, they just said they had to do that for survival. But people gonna do what they're gonna do. I didn't really get upset about it, Um, I really didn't get upset about it. So, I mean, whatever. We all supposed to be from Africa anyway, right? So doesn't matter. And plus, if they say they're from New York, you're from LA, why are you getting mad? You don't like nobody from New York. Probably people don't like the brothers from New York, don't like the brothers from LA. We always fight no matter what we're going on. So it wasn't a big issue to me. Let's say I'll come to Japan in 2 years for 2 weeks. Oh, cool. After GRCC is graduated, a trip is from the best. For now, it's best to learn different views and other people's perspective. Oh, okay. Yeah. What you do is you just come out here and um, just pretend like you're in LA. I think that's the only thing that saved me. I didn't come out here I didn't know what that anime stuff was and the manga stuff, and I didn't, know anything about Japan except for Ichiban, maybe Banzai, and what's that other thing, Sayonara, and that was about it. And Chinto, one of my friends in high school, and that was it. So when I came out here, I just looked around. They looked black to me. There's a whole bunch of light skinned black people. I just got on my bike, rode around, and just pretend like I was LA and just did my thing. Girls rolled up on me, we talked, whatever. I wasn't bowing and seeing my sin, because they spoke English, I spoke English. And these girls out here, these women out here, if you guys don't know, they travel around the world. They meet a lot of guys, and in their game, they have game. They go around the world meeting other guys. So when they meeting guys, you know what they doing and stuff like that. These guys teach them the game. I think it was about 2004 when the Japanese women started learning game. And it was the first, I was outside of a bar in these two it was called Sunsplash. If you guys know about Sunsplash, that was just a place. Somebody need to write a book about that place. But it's just a place where brothers hang out. Japanese went there because they wanted some brothers. So it was and the guys who always regular guys that were there, they were, I had so many girlfriends, and at that time, Japanese women were just like, dishing out the cash. I mean, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. It didn't even matter and stuff. They were like getting loans from banks, helping guys, doing business and stuff like that. And then you got these guys who came out here and they changed the game. This one brother I know was messing with this one Japanese woman, and she was paying him $300 every time they would meet and have some kind of consensual sexual intercourse. And then she met this one other brother, or it could have been African or whoever. I think it was an African guy. And the guy said, "Why pay him 300 when I can do it for free?" So she broke up with that dude, got with the African brother, and then all of a sudden you get these guys from the base and these square guys out here that run the game, and they just started telling these girls the game. And these girls, they are very educated, so they just start soaking it up and turned around and using it on the guys. And that's why in my videos, when I say listen to Too Short songs, I am not lying. The game in his songs are the games that these women play on these guys. They play these guys so bad that you have to laugh. I mean, you cannot. They say hate the player, don't hate the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But I say don't hate the player nor the game. Um, Read the instructions and decide whether you want to play or not. Because these women, they go to New York, they go to LA, they meet these scrub guys, that think they cool and stuff. These guys are haters, to the cool guys like me or whomever, maybe you, if you're a cool guy and all that stuff. And they teach the women the game, but what they don't understand is the game works, period, whether you're using it against it on a black person or a white person or Asian person or woman or male. It doesn't matter. It works. It's all about game. If you listen to jazz, it's all about, game. Our songs is all about game, survival, games and game and game. And these people soak it up. So when you come out here and they 1 minute and the girl go off on you, and then you don't like bye and leave, and you take that in, it's conditioned. Next thing you know, you gotta ask your friend, you gotta ask your wife, can you go out and hang out with your friend? This is really bad. Okay, somebody asked me a question. Okay, it says message view deleted message. Oh no, you deleted message. Wait, hold on. I'm going to order running. That's how it is in Georgia. Where I say let rappers from the small town get huge, and it's going to be automatic claim. Atlanta, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Wow. That's how, but that's how it is. Automatic, everywhere. I meet these people. I'm from this place. Where's that at? I'm from LA. What part of LA? And they like way out Riverside or something. I'm not from Riverside. It's not LA, you know. And so, but that's before they know I'm from LA and stuff. So it's funny, man. I got somebody in here. I don't know if this is wait. It says Japanese women aren't have sex like that because according to 25% of Japanese women are. Yeah. I think who is this? Mutsuki-san Koyama, something like that. Kuroyama Kusan. I think I know who this is, but actually, I think more is probably more than 25% nowadays. There are a lot of people who are virgins, but I'm not talking about the virgins. I'm talking about the ones who are doing it because there are a lot of people out here who are um, having sex and they're regularly doing it or they have had sex. So if the people who are virgins, if they haven't had sex, then that's fine because that's on them and everything. But I'm talking about the ones who are not virgins and the ones who are. And it's a whole bunch of them that's married and never had a chance to even be with somebody. I met this one lady. She was like, I don't know, maybe 50 or 40 or something a few years ago at that time. And she only had one husband. She had like two kids. And she said she had her second kid by 32. And after that, her and her husband never had sex. He don't even touch. He said if he even touches her, she faints. So so when you're saying when you talk about sex, I'm not talking about the ones who are virgins because they don't, of course, they don't have sex. I'm talking about the ones who are doing it and stuff like that. But they're okay. I'm not saying that all the women are doing it. I'm not saying all the guys are doing it. There is a lot of sex going on in Japan, and who's doing it, you won't know until you talk about it. Talk about it, but there are a lot of people doing it. The thing is that they're not having babies. So they're saying like, well, because like when you have sex, what's that mutsuki? Let's see what that says in Japanese. But when you're having sex, if you're not a virgin, then um, if you're let's see kanji, my kanji. Um, if you are having sex, then that's fine. But you're not a virgin. But how much sex are you having? And that is oh man. Let's see. Mugetsu Kokusan, I guess that's what it is. So that's message retracted. Dong. So anyway, what I'm saying is, yeah, there are a lot of virgins out here, but they don't count. You can't talk about sex and then include the virgins because virgins and sex are like that, you know. So if there are 25%, I'm thinking there's way more than 25%. But think about it. How many Japanese people are there in Japan? If 25% of them are still virgins, you know what I'm saying? I guess that would be the age group from I guess 20 to 25. Guys come out here and guys come out here at 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, and they still virgins. So that's not a big thing and stuff. And but there is a lot of sex going on in Japan, and I'm not saying that. And majority of sex that's going on in Japan is between Japanese to Japanese. It's not Japanese and foreign people because there are not that many foreign. Excuse me, there are not that many foreign people to really make a large impact on that. So it'd be less than 1%, I guess. If they say less than 1% of the people in I mean, there's less than 1% of the 100 people of all the people in Japan. 1% of them are foreigners. Then if 1% are foreigners, and then most of them aren't really doing too much, even if they are doing it, then how much then you calculate that what percentage would it be, and it would be just a small percent. But when you're using percent, that's a small number. But 1% is how many actual people, and then of all those people, is it just one person one on one, or is it one woman and she bouncing around with different guys, and one guy down bouncing around with different women, or they all bouncing around and stuff like that? So, yeah, so it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Wow. I keep doing that with my job because I'm so dehydrated. Excuse me. So a lot of people, it's funny because a lot of people come out here and I was saying like how innocent Japan is and the women are and stuff like that. And they're sweet. Yes, they're innocent, but we are all innocent. Yes, they're nice, but we are all nice. Yes, they're cute, but we are all cute. We are all cute. They're sensitive. We are all sensitive. They're caring. We are all caring. Everyone has those basic characteristics. But when you get to know a person, then that's when things change. So out here, if you want to have like a successful um, relationship, then you the best thing to do is just bounce, because that's what a lot of people do, you know. And I'm sure the Japanese guys understand that, and that's why they got these red light districts out here, and a lot of these guys doing their herbivorous, whatever it was called, where the guys just stay at home, play videos, and if they want to have sex or anything, they just go and pay for it, because they don't want to end up like their fathers and stuff. Okay, let me read some more. Do you think a lot of brothers and sisters that go to Japan have self-esteem issues? I'm talking about the ones that actively ignore you when you try to greet them. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't necessarily say it is a self-esteem issue. A lot of them probably come from different types of backgrounds that make them act the way they do. So I meet a lot of brothers out here from LA, and they were usually the ones who are from LA, and I'll try to talk to them, but they got their little cliques. And so that's what the problem is. These guys got these cliques, whether they're by themselves or whatever. And when they come to Japan, because they're welcome or they experience a different kind of greeting or attitude that's really different from the States, then it puts them in this shock kind of shell mode where they think they're someone. And it's okay, because we're supposed to be children of God, children of the Son, but we're all supposed to be special, and there's nothing wrong with that. But here it's like this token brother thing, so oh, I see another black person, I don't want to talk to him. So I've experienced that. With my brother, I said hi, he just looked at me and kept on walking. I'm like, wait a minute, this is not LA. So I ran across the street, jumped in front of him, didn't touch him. I said, yo, man, why didn't you say anything? Well, I'm like, listen, man, we are not in LA. We get into a fight, the cops not gonna do anything. Just come over here, I'll beat you down. They come over here and tell me to stop, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Well, they're too busy doing other things to worry about us. And he said, well, just a lot of brothers just don't talk to me. And I'm like, if they function like that, then leave them alone. Don't talk to them. But, when the brothers say something to you, at least say hi, because if it was in LA, you know, and the brother say hi, say hi, it's going to be a problem, So that's how I used to do that. But now I talk to brothers. If they want to talk to me, fine. If they don't, I don't care, because I know what's going to happen. They're just going to come out here. They're going to meet these women. These women, paradise for men. And it was on one of my Facebook pages, and I started laughing. He's been out here for a while. Very famous person. I don't want to tell you his name. I'll tell you his name later, if another issue came up. But this guy, he said that, and I started laughing. I posted on his page. Japan is not a paradise for foreign men. It's a paradise for the Japanese women, because the Japanese women want it. The Japanese men don't want to give it to them because they know that they women are really hard to deal with. So they don't give it to the women. So the women go to the foreign men, because the Japanese women know that the foreign men are tricks, and all they gotta do is ha ha ha, and the guy will jump in the bed with them. So it's a paradise for the men. And then once these guys start sleeping with them, then I'm pregnant, I'm this, I'm that, you baka, blah, 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 marry me, take me to America, blah, blah. And these guys, these guys don't have, the capacity, the mental capacity to like, yeah, okay, well, don't talk to me until 9 months, and then let's see. Or the girl, trick them into getting married. I mean, there's, yeah, and I'm telling you, it's not even the Square Brothers. You got some cool bros that come out here thinking in the States they the man. They come out here and get broken down. I've seen preachers go from the Bible to being doing some stuff. So these women got mad game. Okay, let's see what else I need to read. Yeah, so Yeah, you have problems with brothers, but it's going to be all over the place. I think that's why I tell the guys when you come out to Japan, just really talk to the African brothers because they are the ones who are really cool and stuff, you know. And the American brothers, when you talk to them, a lot of them got a chip on their shoulder, you know, because like you walk down the street, yo, where you from New York, you know, if you're in the States, I'm from New York, you know, "Oh, okay, where you from LA, oh, you think you cool from LA or Detroit or whatever. So that, you know, so basically the issues that we have in the States, a lot of people bring them to Japan. Okay, let's see. Angela, some people do have self-esteem issues, especially these new black people. Yeah, everyone has it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I said. I know. Hey, what's up, chaotic storm? Chaotic storm. It's not that there's anything wrong with it, but a lot of times, a lot of these brothers really do not know how to engage in a lot of circles that are outside of what they're used to. You know, so that's the way I look at it. I've met uh, a lot of brothers, and you know, they look at me, especially if they're not as tall as I am. You know, or even if they are taller, whatever, they look at me, and I might look older or whatever. I might look more African or whatever it's going to be. But we start talking, and then, you know, and then as soon as they open their mouth and start talking whatever, you already know whether they full of crap or not. You know, full of shit or not. So it's like, you know, and then when they open their mouth, it's like, ah, yeah, I guess I guess you did. You were, yeah. I guess I should have mind the fact that you didn't want to talk to me. And like, yo, G, I gotta go, and you bounce because you know when you're hanging around guys and you know it's two or three guys and you see two or three women, you say, hey, let's go over there and say hi, and all the brothers like, no, man, I'm scared. I don't want to talk to them and blah blah blah. I don't know Japanese. I mean, body language, everybody knows hi, you know, and you know, hanging around people like that, you know, all it does is just slow you down. You know, but the three of them or the two of them, they can get together and complain and talk, whatever. But you know, I ain't got time for that stuff. Let's see. What's up? Oh yeah. Is there a chance of getting? Yes, you can get STD anywhere in the world. The chances are kind of low, I guess, but I've known some people who have caught it. I know one person who came out here. Me and him, I went to this club, and the first we was at a club and he was acting like he was cool and I kept telling him to stop doing that. Just be himself because you're gonna attract the wrong type of woman. He attracted this one girl, she was real cute and everything, and they ended up leaving the club, ended up going into some bathroom, some it was dirty anyway. I don't know why he did that when he could just did outside. But please come knocking on my door. You can't be saying that on YouTube. But anyway, the next day he called and said, or a week later, he said he caught something from her. I was like, wow. And he called and told her she went and got it clean. You know, so I mean, but I don't think it's a really big issue, you know, because a lot of women don't like using condoms. And a lot of guys use them with their girl the first time, but they usually by the third time they're not using them. And then that's where they get caught up, you know. For the days you get interviewed by the Black Experience, oh man, I don't think they're going to talk to me because I don't know, because usually those channels, I'm not sure, but my experience, well, I'm gonna say my experience, but guys who have experience like me, if they go, I don't know, because when I listen to a lot of black people's videos about Japan, they're always talking about racism. These kids are touching me. Of course, kids gonna touch you. That's what kids do. They touch people. You know, well, this kid want to touch my hair. Of course, children want to touch you. You know, and want to touch your hair. That's just them being a kid. I don't like these kids asking me why my skin is black. They're learning. You know what I'm saying? You know, this I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know if you guys saw this video, but it's called Black Onchi. This one kid straight up said you look like Dong. You look like shit, you know. He didn't say it like that. He said you look like Unko. You know, and it was a class of 30 kids. And so the teacher knew who did it. She didn't say anything. And I was like, okay, who said that? And of course, no one said anything. I said, okay, so whoever tells me who said, I'll give him a point. Because I always give people a point. The whole class raised their hands, pointed to the guy. I gave everyone except for him a point. And then I went on a history lesson. I mean, a biological lesson. I said, listen, um, the reason it comes out because you eat too much inside of the dung. There's vitamins. They they take that dung, put it in the ground so that the vitamins and minerals and all that stuff go back into the ground. The farmer comes and put that daikon, kids like daikon out here. They put a daikon, which is radish. They put a radish seed right in that dung. It grows up. The vitamins that was in the dung goes up into the plant. The plant grows into a radish. Then they cut it. They go put it in the store. Then your mama go and buy that radish from the store and take it home and chop it up and make your radish salad, put some dressing on it, and call you, and you eat that dung. You know, and the kids were like, "Oh no, is that true?" And they asked the teacher, and the teacher was like, "Yeah, it's true." And then I said, "Do you know why it's black?" And they was like, "No." So I said, "Because it's full of vitamins." And as the vitamins start to bugs or whatever, the ground take the vitamins out, it goes from black to brown to yellow to white. And I said, when it's white, it's nothing. It's worth nothing. The wind come along and poof, it turns to dust. So I am black. And they said, yes. I said, what color are you? Man, them kids' eyes just went to the ground because they were going to say white, And I'm thinking they were going to say white or whatever, because some of them are, some of them. I don't like the word yellow because they're more gold actually. And they went down. And I said, just what color? And they didn't answer. I said, don't answer. I understand and stuff. So I said, so next time when you see someone with dark skin and you want to call them dung, remember dung has different colors just like people. Which one do you want to be? The black one that's full of minerals and vitamins and nutrients, or the white one that's worth nothing and blows away in the dust? And when I said that, of course the kids got upset, but the teacher also was embarrassed because no one shouldn't have been embarrassed. I mean, that's just biology, but the way they want to make these funny jokes and stuff and compare things. And so I did that. And the teacher, she had got embarrassed too. And because basically, she was also included. So she ran and grabbed the kid, took him aside, and disciplined him like she should have did at first. And that's the only reason I said that, because she didn't discipline him. But things happen. People are going to be people. It's just out here in Japan, the violence is very low. So brothers come out here, people come out here and say things. So these guys are talking about this racism out here. Japan is racist, but a person can't be racist. Racism is described as a government system, and but how different is racism? Is it from prejudice? Prejudice is just your own choice. It's my prejudice to choose. I had a prejudice to choose whether I want to go to Costco's and shop or Vons and shop. For the old people who know Vons is in LA and all that stuff. Or I could be, I can discriminate whether I want to go to UCLA or go to Berkeley. It's at my discrimination. So people take these words and go off and all that stuff. I really, the only reason white people are in power today is because they have the technology. If you are able to create some type of a machine or whatever, I said in my videos, some kind of chemical that you can put into a flea and put them up in the air, and they're transparent where they wouldn't block the sun, and they're solar paneled by any stars, any light, whatever's in the sky. A bomb blow up and release all the radiation, and those fleas got that chemical. And as soon as it hits the air, the radiation hit the air, they release the chemical. The chemical go and attack the radiation and turns it into drinkable rainwater. Then what power would white people would have, or whoever have, what power? How much power would they have having a nuclear weapon? Well, it would be worthless. It'd be useless. So it's all about technology. So I really don't get into the racist thing. And so when I listen to some of the I only listened to a couple. I didn't really listen to a lot of them, but a lot of the black videos, they're always complaining, and then I can't get a job because Japanese people, white people, Japanese people want the white man to teach them. I'm like, well, they defeated Japan. They created, white people created a stage, a performer to an image that make them look good in people's eyes. And it's not the white man's responsibility to create that same image for us. We had that image with hip hop, and it changed Asia, where it just opened the doors. Brothers came in, did what they want to, but a lot of them did take advantage. A lot of them made millions of dollars and stuff. with it and stuff. Some people didn't. A lot of people a lot of them got advanced to the um, money, the women too. Um, so it's a lot. But I mean, if I was to go on there, and if I was to go on there, then if I talk about my experience tends to be the type of my videos tends to be the type of um, information that they don't want to hear because negativity creates more money than positivity or the truth. So something like that. Okay, I'm talking too much. You're the best. You're the best example of an OG. You should speak your mind. Yes, I do. But if you're talking about the black experience, I don't think they're would even interview me now because I'm sure they should know who I am on YouTube anyway. So if they don't call me, then fine. Because I'm not about that. I know how to get a lot of views on YouTube and stuff like that. I can do the same they do in experience and all that stuff. But the black experience in Japan is what? You know, you come out here, get a job teaching English. Okay, fine. You marry a Japanese woman. Okay, fine. Little kid want to touch you, you get mad. Okay, fine. You want to hang out with the women. Okay, fine. I mean, what is it? Because the real black experience out here in Japan is brothers and sisters still on the hating crowd. But they don't talk about that. They want to talk about their host family, and that's crazy. But anyway, let's see. Magna Zuleta, I think I know who you are. Um, oh, yeah, I know who you are. Let's see. Do you experience the car park from Logan class? No, actually, when those guys introduced women to me, I live in the Bronx currently. I managed to. Okay, okay, good, 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 good. I know who you are. Oh, you're not that person. Well, come on to Japan, man. Come on to Japan. Is there any job I can do? Yeah, anything. If you can learn the language, if you know Japanese language, you get any job if you have a visa. But you just got to compete with the other Japanese people who want the same job. I think that guy from SoftBank, his Japanese wasn't so good. He competed and he got that job. So it's always going to be a competition. It's not, well, I learn the language, I can get a job. No, it's like going to AT&T and say, well, I speak English. I want to be the the CEO or something like that. Give me a job. It ain't working like that. You got to compete. Let's see. Is there any other job? Yeah, any job. Okay. Um, okay. I guess I could show it. Yeah, Magnus. Yeah, you're right. What's up, man? What's up? It's a long time, and you got to contact me. Hey, um, yeah. What it is, I'll tell that story. I mean, you should know because you've been here as long as I have. I've been almost as long as I have. What it was back in the days, the brothers came out and they were dressing better. The Japanese guys were shy. The Japanese women actually went to brothers and stuff, whether they're African or whatever, and they were really intrigued. And back in those days, sex was like really open, so they didn't care. But if they wanted you, it was nothing stopping them. And they already got this. You married, the husband already know his wife is going to be out there doing her thing, and she already know he's going to be out there doing his thing. So that's something that's already known and stuff like that. Everybody got their privacies. Everybody respect their privacies as long as it doesn't affect the family, whatever. So the art that uh, Magnus is talking about now with my two homies that one day in 2000, you got to tell me where. Okay, two homies. You got to tell me where we met. And anyway, we had what happened? Oh, so what happened was the brothers would go in the clubs, hip hop clubs and stuff, and just grab the girls from the Japanese guys, or grab the girls in Tokyo. I heard they used to stand up against the wall, and guys just come and pick the ones they want taken home and stuff, and it was just a regular thing. Then the Japanese guys at that time didn't have any gang; they were still shy and stuff like that. Because you got to remember, Japan was still coming off of what happened in 1940s. Even though 50 years passed, it's still a lot of culture that needs to be changed, a lot of ideologies and stuff like that. And if the women were like that anyway, then before the foreign person came in, then how was Japan at that time also? So, because there are a lot of if you read, there are a lot of um, countries, tribes, villages, whatever you want to call them, where sex was just it wasn't a taboo like in America. So hip hop came along and it provided a bridge or a tool for the Japanese guy to say, "Hey, I'm cool too." So they started rapping. Like I said, I'm gonna watch this video of some guy out up in Busan of what's that base out there? Maybe Yokoto or something like that in Tokyo. And I was watching this old video, and this guy, of course, he spoke like slang, so of course he learned it from the brothers in face, and then he turned it and used it against the bros, so that the Japanese women won't go to them. And I mean to the brothers and go back to the Japanese guys and stuff like that. And see, that's why, that's a good example of why in the old days, we used to when we meet white guys and they talk like brothers, we say don't talk like brothers. And um, we meet brothers who are in the hood and they talking white. We say don't talk white. So when I was in LA, when I spoke to a brother, I talked like a black person. Well, no, actually, I talk a little about both because I was trying to teach the brothers vocabulary anyway, the ones I hung out with. But when I met white people, I used the vocabulary they use, and I don't teach white people how to speak black because if they want to, they can go find someone else. But hip hop came in and it just opened up our whole culture to everyone. So then the Japanese guys started dressing nice, and because they know the language and they understand there's certain things you can say to a Japanese woman that they can't say no, because there was a time in Japan where the women couldn't say no, and a lot of them didn't, and the guys knew that, but they would reject them. But I don't know, it was something. And so what they did was, which was really clever, was instead of trying to go get a girl to be their girlfriends, they made friends with all the girls in the club. So when you're in the club and you hung it up on some girl, bro, Japanese guy, hey, what's up? Yuki, blah blah blah, and they talking. Hey, let me get you a drink. Come on. And she grabbed her, and just like if he would do anyway. Of course, he cock blocking, but they still friends. She getting a free drink. You ain't buying her a drink. So she go off. And I had a friend who came, and that happened to him. I told him, hey, if they take her, don't worry about it. She'll come back. And it's rough dude. And used to be in the military and everything. Japanese dude snatched some girl from me. He said he was ready to crush it. I said, no, don't worry about it. It's just how they are. That's their culture. So it's just something you just have to expect. And later she came back. So yeah. Um, yeah, that's how the cock blocking was. They started becoming friends. But then later, it still turned to the same thing. I mean, the guys that want to get the girls, a lot of these brothers out here have zero game anyway. If they were in the States, you know, they wouldn't get too many women anyway. So I mean, it's kind of hard to say, you know, to to say that a Japanese guy cock block on a mark that's from the States. It's like, well, he a mark, so he deserved that. He's supposed to. The Japanese dude, the Japanese guy can run up and take a woman from her, and she doesn't tell him to stop because some women do that. Japanese women do that. Then it means what is she thinking about him? You know what I'm saying? Because these women, they only want that follies. That's it. And once they get it, they happy and they'll kick you to the curb. Okay, let me see. One day can I go Wrinkle Town? We had lunch at Hawaiian place. It was dope. Did I go with you guys? Yeah, I switched my dialect around sometimes too. Yeah. No, that's what I let's see. Yeah, teaching English. Yeah, any job. Yes, they did make it a block. What's up, man? We ate. Did all of us eat at Rico Town at the Hawaiian place? Gosh, it was like 2017. So was it 4 people? I'm gonna have to think about it because I meet so many people. You have to remind me. But yeah, so basically, um, sorry. Mm, Oh, but let me tell you something about this copper blocking stuff out here. And a lot of complaining these guys do. What it is there's you guys who are listening, just put the number. When a woman looks at you, how long does it take for her to decide whether she wants to engage physically with you? How long would it take for her to decide that when she looks at you? First time she glances at you. Okay. See what the numbers come up to be. Okay, 2 seconds. Yeah. That's good. 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Okay. So if you already know that, if you already know that she's decided, probably like 5 seconds. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's what I'm thinking about. More like five, because she got to take a couple of seconds to get undressed or kick you to the curb. So that reaction time, you got to put that in there. So you take like 1.3 seconds or something like that. But it's within seconds. Okay. So if you know that, why would you ask a woman to go to lunch with you or go on a date with you next weekend? If you know she already decided. My videos, I just say just walk up to her. I mean, if you cold hearted, one of them cool brothers who's not scared to ask a question, four words, what did you decide? She's looking at you, walk over, yo, what's up? What did you decide? She's like, what are you talking about? You say, you know what I mean? She's like, what do you mean? You looking at me, for more than 5 seconds. So I already know what you was thinking. You know I know what you was thinking. So I want to know what you decided, you know. And if she started laughing, then it was a yes. Come on, let's go. Let's go and have some fun. And bam, you take her. But I don't know if you guys saw this. GS350JPN and then 3PUA. You guys need to watch the video. I'll try to summarize it real quick. I'm in the club. I'm walking around dancing with different women and stuff, having fun. Some French guy, white guy, he sees me, so he's following me around the club. Maybe he saw my videos or something, but he's following me about the club and stuff, and watching what I'm doing and stuff. So I notice him, and so I go. This is in Gold, so I go by the bathroom. And see two girls there, so I'm talking to them. They say they having a private conversation. So I said, fine. So I just stand there, and he's like real close, and I wave him over. I'm like, if you want to talk to him, go ahead and talk to him. No, it's not that. I just like the way your actions and stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm just chilling and stuff. So anyway, after the club, I'm walking down the street and I see him, one of his friends, and a Japanese guy. Japanese guy is really good in English too. So we start talking. These guys are like, hey, uh, so I saw you in there, with Japanese talking to women and stuff. How's your game? I'm like, I don't have a game. What are you talking about? And they say, nah, you got some game. What is it? I'm like, what's your game? So we start talking. I'm telling them a little bit about, not any information like this, but I'm like, just walk up and talk to a girl and say hi. Nah, that's not what you do. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Nah, there's a system. We're all three of us are pickup artists. That's what you're saying. And I just started laughing. I'm like, okay. So I taught the French guy who was following me around. I said, when you meet a woman, how long does it take for you from the time you meet her to the time you actually get to sleep with her? How long do you expect that to happen? He said 2 days. The other white guy said maybe 5 days. The Japanese guy said 2 weeks. So black people are hating on each other in Japan. How white? Man, that is widespread. The haters everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Haters are everywhere. You say about the Japanese guys. I think someone asked me. A lot of young women. I'll go to clubs, and I used to go to clubs 7 days before, I think it was, or 7 days to the one that was in Umeda. Um, they just bring women to me, 2 or 3 women to me, and I just laugh, and they run away. And I'm like, no, stay and buy everybody a drink, and we all dance and have fun. And I even set up Japanese guys in clubs with women. Just tell them to buy me a couple of drinks, and that's it. So I have no problems with Japanese men. So I don't know, but yeah, like you said, it's widespread hate. That's why I don't understand the black experience, and I don't know who the guy who owns that, but if it's a black experience, I shouldn't hate like that. But if it's a black experience, and if it's not because what it is they, black people always saying white people making money off of them, but everyone makes money off of us because we don't own our own thing. So I don't know who owns the black experience, but yeah, he's right. These new guys are way out of control now. But it would be nice if it was the black experience if it was owned by someone American, because I guess we would be the ones who would say black, I guess. I mean, other countries do, Canadian, some other stuff, but I think black people are usually tend to be the ones who say they're black. We say we're black more than American. I think everyone else would tend to say they are African or from their country or Canada, Sweden or wherever they're from, DA or Cuba or wherever they're from, but they'll say their country name. Blacks in America, we don't say we are United States citizens. We don't say we're Americans. We say we are black, you know. So, and of course, everyone else, but as an identity, we don't use our we don't use our country's name. We just use our color name. So when they say the black experience, when I'm reading, what does it mean? You mean just all the Africans, all the blacks of the African diaspora, or whatever the word is called, or what? So, um, oh, okay. So if he's doing that, Renzo doing that, I don't know how many Canadian brothers are on there. I haven't seen any. The ones I've watched a couple of y'all from America, and if he's doing that, that's fine. But I think he should do that. But I think a brother from America should make his own. A brother from all these countries should make the same kind of channel. I don't know if he's paying people. I've seen the views and I know they're getting money and stuff. I don't know what they're doing. But it's like I made the Do You Love Black Men videos, and then this one guy, he took that on YouTube and he got the Asian black couples. And he came out and he told me, that's where he got the idea was from my videos. He got this thing on there. I don't really comment on that and stuff, but um, but people do that. I mean, I can make my own. You know what I'm saying? But I don't advocate intercultural relationships. Because a lot of these guys are. I don't do that because I firmly believe that a black man should be with a black woman, and not because of she's black or anything. But no, let me rephrase that. I believe a man should marry a woman who looks like his mother. Because a lot of people ask me, "Do you think brothers should be with white and women or whatever?" I said, "Listen, I think a man should date a woman who looks like his mother," and I'll leave it like that. Because people gonna do what they want to do, but in the end, unless you are rich, even if you're rich, sometimes there's going to be an end to it, and um, it's going to be an end to it, at some point. So I really don't care. But if he interview, I don't need to be interviewed for what. I have my own channel. If I want to, I can go out there and interview a whole bunch of women. Like yeah, yeah, he's doing his thing. So you know, um, I don't think my my material is what they're looking for to be on this channel, but I can have my own channel. There are different channels out there covering variety of topics and black experiences, not just one channel. Yeah, A. Hawkins, I know. Even my channel also, I came out with mine, and because some white dude told me he liked one of my videos, and this one video before I started making G Love Black Men videos, and it showed him that his white friends were lying about Japan because he saw that one video, me and these three Japanese women and Japanese guys just talking and stuff, and they didn't come on this in the suit like a perfect situation. And he said that Japan as his white friends told him, and he's a white guy. So I thought to myself, hey, if white guys are thinking this, how much more black? So I'm thinking this, so that's and God told me to make the video, and I debated. It took me about anywhere from 2 weeks. I even say 2 weeks, but maybe 2 weeks to a month. And then me and my brother went out and started making some videos. And I wasn't expecting people to really reply to it. And I wasn't even expecting people to even come out here and stuff like that. I'm just saying, hey, don't listen to white people when they say that the world hates you, they love you. And so I made the videos, and then people started asking me questions. So I made videos to answer those questions. Then I told people, if you do come to Japan, get a degree first. And these kids, and I focus on the kids in junior high school and high school. And I said, this is how you study. You do this, do this. You'll breeze through school. And then got this one phone call from this one brother, I think from New York, and some young brother. He said, I got my bachelor's degree. I'm coming to Japan. And I was like, oh my God, he's coming to Japan. Wait, he's coming to Japan. Oh my God, I need to tell these guys how these women are. And then that's when I started making a whole bunch of videos about how these women are and stuff. So, like I said, with my Do You Love Black Men videos, I could have made millions of dollars. I could have had shirts, pants, socks, underwear, bras, store, cologne. I could have did all that, but I wasn't in it for the money. just to how can I say to just let the brothers know, hey, get out. The brothers in the states, get out there and do my thing, do your thing, go out and travel. But you know, I met a lot of guys from Canada, all over the world. Hey, what's up, 11 people, 11 visitors? Thanks for watching. Oh, I have PayPal, pay me GSD50JPN. So if you want some hit me up some donations. That would be cool too. But next year, I'll try to be on rich. I'm trying to make about 200 G's next year and stuff. And I make that money, man, I probably gonna like buy YouTube, start doing some other things that I want to do. But hey, yeah, everybody's doing what they want to do. I had a chance. I made my videos. The first call I got was a brother from. He was in Thailand. He asked permission. Can he make the same kind of videos? I'm like, go ahead. Then the next thing you know, these guys making all these videos, and they blowing up bigger than me and stuff. But there's a danger in that. Get these guys. Oh, cool. Thanks, Cowdy Storm. You make these videos, and I didn't want to put the wrong signal out there. My videos were not about sex, just travel. Well, I send my videos, study well, go to school, get your bachelor's degree, come to Japan, make sure you bring a lot of gigabytes to take pictures, bring some business card, meet everyone that you see, you talk to, because the billionaires and the millionaires out here don't dress a certain way unless you see the cars. But you got a lot of fake people driving nice cars, and a lot of these rich people driving these little small K cars and stuff. So just talk to people, create a business, look how people are doing the business, then go and then understand the piece, then go home and change your community or your neighborhood. That's my message. I didn't tell these guys to come out here to stay. Guys, come out here. I made the videos about the women. They come out here getting hurt, getting dogged out, getting whatever. And then, well, I saw your views. I said, listen, I didn't tell you to come out here and marry these women. I told you to get a degree, come and visit, make some business connections, see how the piece was, take pictures, write a book, sell it, go home and change your neighborhood. That was my message. Oh, cool, Kyle Stone. That's good. I have a lot of young brothers, who used to always call me from home, just talk for hours and hours and stuff. I knew I ended up for the money. It was good for me. That was contrary to what American media. Yeah. Yeah. So if I wanted the money, oh man, I could get it, but I can make a lot of money teaching English. Hold on. I can make a lot of money teaching it. I should have. When I was in Nagoya, I was helping my wife with her business. I went out there, made it big. We were making 6 figures easily, and almost got up to $500,000. And she wanted to divorce. Fell in love with some guy from Sri Lanka. Said she fell in love with one divorce. I like, cool, bye, And she's like, man. I'm like, right. Come on, I'm a black man. I'm me. I built your business. You built it. He'll go out there and do it myself. And then she said, how much money you want? Yeah, brothers got slipping in. Oh yeah. Yeah. Trust. Yep. They got caught slipping big time. What do you think about the S? Man. That guy, ASAP. I don't know. And see, that's why I advocate people to go visit and go home, and guys go around and you got this American thing. I'm American, but the laws, you have to understand that the American government is like pimping out there hard on these other countries, and they can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? China made all this money. America said, nope. Trump said, nope, you're going to give us some money. And I'm hearing all kinds of things going on and stuff. And so when you go around the world, you're an American and it's everything. Now these countries are making money. And when they start making money, they don't care if you're American. So he went out there and I guess that African guy know the laws, and followed him. Probably realized that the black man is should have kept him locked up. Oh, he's out. So anyway, I don't know if he's out or not. I was probably gonna wait for about a couple of weeks and check up. But you go over to these other countries and you think you can act like you can when you're in America, and you can't because most countries are all about peace, and you don't really see too much of the violence, or we don't search for it. But we see the violence in our country, and when you go overseas, a lot of brothers come out here thinking, they can bother these other. Oh, that's cool. Hey, lucky. I wouldn't go back again if it was me. But I guess he learned a lesson. I don't know. I'm gonna read up on it, see what he had to say. But these guys, they just saw some money. They probably know that black people in the United States are prone to. It's easy to provoke them. So he followed them, and then whoever, if that was his friend that showed the video of him beating the dude, that friend need to get popped. Because you do not show a video of your friends doing some, criminal activities. I'm thinking like, I don't believe this. What is this guy? I don't know if it's his friend or not. But I don't know. It's a trip. Okay, now I did correct that. I correct that, but I don't believe in race. We're all human. I corrected it and said that they should look like their mama. Basically, if I want to get in more detail, I believe that two people who share the same culture should be together. And the reason I say that is because anybody can fall in love with anybody. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty, you know what I'm saying? Then she got her way, you got your way. You got your way, she got her way. If you two don't agree, you're going to always have conflicts. So I just say that they should look like their mother. That's what I say. Marry someone that looks like their mother, and because I don't want to say you should marry this. You should. I believe this, and I don't believe that because a lot of people are not really. How can you say that? They're not compatible anyway. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. I mean, we got families killing families and stuff like that. If you don't have money, and let's say you and your wife, you have a Japanese wife, and y'all bringing home 50,000 together, 50, 60,000 a month, but she go out and meet some dude who's making 100,000 or 200,000. Say, if you were my wife, you would never have to work. I give you all the money you have, and they're gonna move to something better. And you say, well, she wasn't good from the first start, but those are things that you need to talk about before you get married. So a lot of guys, they fall in love. They marry and stuff for love. I married 3 times. I never married for love, and I think um, no, thank God I didn't do that because had I did that and then got divorced, I've been all messed up. Well, that was probably one of the smartest things I know for a fact that I've done in my life. Okay, let's see. I agree having most of the women that held me down have been Asian women and a lot of black women that I think I'm weird for having interests outside of hip hop. People gonna think, I wanted to get married. They said no, but at that time I was 20 and 21, so of course they're not gonna marry that young. But I've had a lot. I actually rejected like black women until I came to Japan. And not saying I'm trying to get with them, but because I think a lot of them know me because of my videos and stuff, and they misjudge me. And it's cool, And that's talking about the ones from the States. Walk up, say what's hi, and they look at me. But then again, maybe they think I'm African because a lot of people out here, they think I'm African. So I walk up to yo, what's up, what's happening, where you from LA, cuz, what's up, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, you African, you trying to be black. Well, I'm like, you know what? Take your ass back to the ghetto. So I'm sure hip hop is owned by the fake Jews. I mean, it doesn't matter. People making money. They say Americans are owned by them too. So, you know, and, yeah. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, to each his own. Because eventually it's all about the money. And if you're making millions of dollars, and then those I guess those Jewish people or whomever, so hey, we want you to be with us. You take that $1 million and have 500 billion, and I don't know what they're doing in their societies or their clubs or whatever, but if it was anything like my experience dealing with, I guess, Jewish people who I used to hang out with when I was young, you know, it wasn't a bad thing. They never called me black or anything like that. I didn't even really notice I was black until I moved back into another like I moved to Inglewood, and then that's when I started realizing that I was black and how dark I was. Then when I went to Venice, I didn't have fights there, but I was still, when Kuta Kinte came out, oh boy, it was like I just caught all kinds of stuff, and my comfort from the black neighborhoods was always in the white neighborhoods. So because of my experience, I'm not gonna say anything about them because everyone has their opinions and different views and stuff. Because um, black people, it's like this: if you want to get out of power, if you want to gain power, you got to have superior technology, and that's it. And the only way you're gonna get that superior technology is by what is that thing called? By studying. And you got to study math. You ask a black man, "Hey, what's up, Jason, the artist? Thank you for joining." You ask a black child to study math, and they start crying. You ask a black man to study math, and they'll shoot you. So, where are we going to get where are we going to start advancing when most of us don't even like math? And what is math? It's just units. That's all it is: inches, and dollars, and women, bodies and cars. Those are all units, and you just manipulate them in wholes and parts. And if you don't understand that, or you don't want to understand it because you say you hate math, even though it was our ancestors that created math. It's the same. Our ancestors created math, and their descendants hate it. It's just like you're trying to raise a kid, and your kid hate all the success and the success that you want to give them. Well, when you die, I'm just going to sell your company because I don't like you and I don't want that money. All right, fool, go ahead. Yeah, I'm still in Japan. Um, Jason, our artist, I'm still out here. So I don't know, different strokes, but yeah. People have a lot of problems with black women. I didn't have problems with black women. I didn't have problems with any woman. I just now I'm dealing with these younger women in their 40s and 20s and 30s, and I saw the change in black women when I was in 1982, the year I graduated from Uni High in West LA. I think it was, I want to say West Holmes, but I don't think it was that no college. Someplace 1100 something something whatever off of Bundy and Santa Monica Boulevard, but closer to what's the other street? There's some main street over there. I forget. I want to say it's West Holmes, but it's not West Holmes. It's like a couple of blocks west of Bundy, or 6 blocks, or 3 blocks west of Bundy. But anyway, those 10th graders came in, man. They were wow. I was like, wow, okay. Now I see the big culture change from like the old school, or the 70s and the 60s kids, the 60 kids. Now, you get these the 66 kids and beyond. After that, they were just a whole different thing. I became boys walking around with the poison sprayed on their pants, and they got those what were those chains, those black gold chains that were ripped off, and you can tell they fixed them or stole them from somebody. I want to let you know that I looked up to you when I was inspired by you go to Japan when I was 18. Fast forward present day, I'm 25 with a great English job and GF. Okay, you're welcome. It's very good. If you're close by, let's hook up, meet up, chat. That would be good to do. So anyway, yeah, I haven't. I went to Thailand. Rich woman. One rich lady walked in the store. Cafe. She was dressing, gray suit, real nice shape, very beautiful. And I ordered some cake and some grapefruit juice. Sat down, started thinking about things. Just dressing shorts, whatever. She came right over to me and said, "Nah, I'm closer to. I'm actually in Wakayama, but I'm closer. But if you come to Osaka, I can go there. I do need to go to Tokyo. I'm going to see if I can go this month. If not, then I definitely am going to try to force a trip up there to Tokyo because I need to go again. I just got a lot of bills I gotta pay and clear those up real quick. Um, but yeah, she came over to me and gave me a business card and brought me another piece of cake. And I was like, okay, what is she doing? What did she ask for was from? I was like, from America. And she said, I really think you're a nice person and stuff. And I want to meet you later on and let's go out to dinner. And I'm like, no. And she was like, huh? I said, no, I'm sorry. She said, why? And I'm like, I just come here to do business, you know, and just go home. And that's it. Where you living in Japan? She said, please, please, I'm going to wait for you. I finished at 8, and I'm saying, "Ma'am, please don't wait. I'm not coming." And she said, "Well, I'm just gonna wait anyway." So I ate my food. She didn't want the money, and I didn't go back to see her. You know. And this other guy out there, his sister was from selling real diamonds in zircon and zirconians. He was selling clothes in one of these business districts that I always went to the shop, and he just, after I divorced, I told him. He said, "Hey, marry my sister." She was like 25, thick, not fat or anything, kind of tall, beautiful, nice body and everything. And I'm like, nope. He's like, why? I don't want such and such, hurting people. I don't want her to marry you. I don't trust anybody else. I'm like, for what? She said, don't worry, just please, we have a house, we got a lot of money, and the diamonds that were selling were, real and stuff like that. I said, when I had just got divorced, I said, no, I'm sorry, and it was weird. Everywhere, usually everywhere I go, I was at layover in China, and I was with my first Japanese wife. And cool, cool. Okay, half black, half white. Okay, my first kids, they're half black and white. My son, he graduated with 3.93 GPA from some school in California, really nice university out there. And I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Never lived there. Born in the hospital, came out the hospital, moved right to Detroit. So I have no idea what Ann Arbor's about. But yeah, everywhere I go, a lot of women come to me. But those two Chinese women came over and we all waiting. And I want to take pictures with you. My wife was like, what? My first Japanese wife. So I'm taking pictures and they sitting on my lap, snap, 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 snap. And I guess one of the custom guys got mad or something and called me over and seen if I was smuggling drugs. And I went off on him. I pointed to some other dude. I ain't gonna say the nationality. It's like, why don't you check him? He probably selling more drugs than I am. He, that's where they grow it at and stuff. He was looking all panicking. Dude wanted to look at my passport and I snatched him. Like, you can't be doing that. Just look at this page. That's all you got to do. Then I guess I was wrong. No, I shouldn't say anything. I mean, no, I wasn't wrong because he did profile me. But I think I went a little too hard. And then a lady came over and kind of saved him. But the whole thing was I wasn't talking like, are you an English teacher? Yes, I'm an English teacher here. I have my own school. It's kind of small. I need to hurry me get it big. My English, I have an English system. I can teach kids from 4 years old and up to speak pretty much whatever they want. And well, from 5 years old. In kindergarten, I do this in kindergarten. From the time I started to the time they graduate from April, I guess from April to March. Most of them, the ones that try, they can take one work and they're like, oh, I drive a truck or whatever. So it's real cool. It's fun. I love it. It's fun, fun, fun. And also, I can teach the kids. Also, I teach these kids, and I have a little time from 3 years old enough how to multiply and divide. It takes like 5 minutes. That is so cool. But anyway, yeah, I've actually haven't had any problems with women. So I meet a lot of guys, and the problems that I hear, they're all new to me. I'm thinking like guys, would get women just like my friends, me and my friends did, even though they were all, I guess, more handsome than I was, I guess, or quote unquote light skinned or whatever. And so it was when we all went together. Um, they would tend to get the women first, but because I would initiate it, and then the women would attract to them. But if I don't initiate it, then women would come to me. So, huh? You guys figure that out. You guys, you can if you can understand that why, then I have no idea. Because that's what company I'm currently working with a small A Kiowa, and they treat me well. My own school. I have my own school, and It's called My English, but I'm trying to make a web page. I've been trying to make a web page for the past 10 years. The other day. I work at a nursery school. It's called Awa, I think, or something like that. But I only work there once a week. And yeah, so this, but I work for myself. And at school, actually, my son went there, and I was on vacation, so I asked them, "Can I just do a lesson just for not a demo lesson, but just a lesson so I can keep um, my skills up?" So I went in there, blew it out. And the lady that was there, she heard about it and said she'd rather quit and let me do it. So I went and talked about the money, and they said how much. I said I want $20 per kid, and they started laughing. And I said, "Yeah, no, you can't do that. It would have been like $400, $400 to $600." And then they said, "Well, we can't do that." And I said, "Well, give me 400." And she laughed, and I said, "It's cool. I'll just come here when I have time, and just volunteer. I don't need the money." And she was like, "Okay." And then my wife called me 20 minutes later saying that her husband's grandma, who actually owned it, was there, and her husband, but she was like the boss. And she told her, "We want him." She liked me. She loved me a lot. And she said, "We'll give him 350." And they called me back and like 350. I'm like, "I told you I can do it for free. I don't need the money." And then no, 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 I was like, "Okay." So I give $350 to teach the way I want every year. The kids, the ones that try at least 50%. They leave the class learning how to use a dictionary, how to read, and able to say different sentences and stuff. Well, mostly present, um, present tense sentences and stuff. As long as you are tall and stand out, let's say, okay, do you think black men are fetishes? Black men are fetishes by black men and women in Japan by men. I think I don't think it's actually the black man himself. I think it's the color, you know, and the image, from hip hop, from jazz. Because you have to remember, where have you been? And you were YGOF or OG. I don't know what OF got. OF, maybe OG. I think it was yeah, OG. Okay, it was one year. I think it was last year or the year before that. I missed a New Year's Eve video, New Year's Day party, because I slept in. I woke up the next day and I was so sad that it just messed me up for the whole year. And I didn't make any videos. And then the next year I started a little slow. And then that's when YouTube made their change, and I lost my partnership. And so now I'm trying to get it back because actually I want to get that cash thing, get it back and get that little snap cash, whatever it's called, so I can make some money and stuff. And then once I do that, oh man, I got some real cool stuff I want to do. Get on Patreon too and do some real cool stuff, make some cash. But I don't know, but I've been told by a lot of Japanese people that they're black. So what I'm thinking is, because you look at the younger ones and they look more and more white. You look at the older ones, they look more and more African, or like the pygmy type of people and stuff. We're release that whiteness stuff to soul and stuff. But yeah, I've been told by a lot of their black people. My wife told my son, that these people are black and stuff. The difference is Japanese people are Japanese. That's a political name, but their genetics are what we call black, or I guess African. Or whatever. They have fetishes. Yeah, they might. I meet a lot of people who challenge me, who want me to hang out with them and stuff like that. A lot of people. But I'm just like, I want to, but I know what kind of person I am, and I've been rich before. Hung around with a lot of rich people. Well, it's fun being with rich people, but I don't know. They have a fetish. I don't know. I guess I made a video called the hypnotism of black. You should watch that video. And they just tell when people see this black skin, it's like because it just draws you in. That's why we don't burn, because everything is drawn in and stuff. And yeah, they're probably amazed because of the things we can do and everything. And pretty much, I'm just thinking, they saying like, wow, you black people are so powerful. Why you black people aren't ruling the world? That's what I actually think. Let's see. Do you think okay? As long as you're tall, that could be a reason, but there are people taller than I am. I used to go to Westwood a lot with my friends. There was these two brothers. They were twins. They used to go to Venice Beach. I think they were like the Prince type of guys. And every time we went out, hung out in Westwood and stuff, I pulled most of the women. They were way taller than me, more handsome. I guess light skinned, so they should be looking better than me and stuff. So, in Japan, of course, you're going to stand out because you're just different. And if you're tall too, but that's not true. I mean, it's not wrong, but and yeah, it's true because you are guaranteed to get attention here because you're different. So yeah, that's true. But what do you do with that attention? How do you act with it? How does it make you feel? So that is true. But I'm not tall. I'm like quarter of an inch shy of 6'2". So, but I'm saying I'm not tall because I go to LA or go to the club here. You got the basketball players that make me look like a like a shrimp or really shrimp. So. Nope. OG. Okay, you plan on collaborating with the Black Experience? I don't know them. I'm not going to call them. So and as far as what do you mean me being interviewed by them? No, let him going to do his thing because I meet brothers out here from I think it's this Black on Black Planet, Blacks in Japan or something like that, and they always talk about how blacks need to get together. But and I said something. Somebody pissed me off, and I said, "Listen, you guys always talking about these black people need to get together. Down well, darn well that you're in Colombia. Dominicans don't like Jamaicans. Jamaicans don't like these people. These people don't like that people. These people don't like that people. Then you come to the United States, or you're in New York, or you're in China. Y'all talking about I'm Jamaican. Brothers in America say we're black. We say, well, I'm a citizen and everything, but I mean, I was born here, but my roots are from the Caribbean or Dominican Republic, DR, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So even though we're all black and stuff, people are going to commit to their countries, and like I said, black people in America and those who are, I guess, what you might want to call um, real blacks or the ones who didn't parents didn't immigrate from other people plus 90% of the blacks who are in America, 90% of them are already there. It's our land. Read about it. Most of us, 90% of us weren't imported. And stuff like that. No, so when you start talking to them, they'll say this black, but then at some point in time, they'll say, "Well, I'm Jamaican, I'm this, I'm Canadian, I'm this and that." And so then you say, "Well, if we're black, where's this black community?" And that's what I said in the group. I said, "Yeah, you guys, well, y'all want to talk bad about Japan or whatever, you say that, but when you're in your own country or when y'all in the streets, whatever, it's not like, hey, we black people. It's like, I'm from here, I'm from there, I got this, I got that, I got that. So where's this unity at?" And there's really isn't any unity. And so, like I said, if he's doing that and he's going around and making a video and he's making money, that's on I don't and there's no reason for him to collaborate. I think if he already has his team, why should he collaborate with me? There's no reason why would he have me on his videos because all that's going to do is just open up more people to who I am, come to my channel. And I'm not saying he's not, but I don't think his intention is to um, help to interview with people. He's there to make money, but I'm not sure, but I'm not thinking that he's there to invite people on his channel who it might give a chance to give his channel might um, pump up other people's channels. I know white people do that, but I haven't heard of too many black people doing that. Plus, like I said, I already have mine. And I could have had millions of views, but viewers. So, but like I said, I wasn't in it like that. So But I'm sure he knows who I am. So if he wants to me to have an interview, he will call me. He has it, but he doing his own thing, so it's cool. No hating on him, more power to him. But collaborating, I don't think it's necessary. Okay. Let's see. I'm waiting for a phone call. Any more questions? How is life out there? How is school out there? I keep moving my jaw. I need to get some water inside my mouth. Let's see. Anything's been going on? Yeah, just dealing with these women out here. It's just a trip. Just talking to them. I have some classes where I have these adults come in, and this one woman, she all right and stuff, but she's married and everything. I think she's probably rich, and she always talk about her boyfriend. Well, when I go out, excuse me, when I go on dates with my boyfriend, I don't want to pay for anything. I want him to pay for everything. I'm like, wow. It's like these women when they come to me, it's like they look at me as a some relief valve where they can just start spilling their secrets, and I'm like, this is supposed to be an English class. It's not supposed to be a class where you can just talk about your romance and these guys that you date in Hawaii and around the world and stuff like that. So I just relax. Find together, get together. But I mean, maybe he would collaborating. There's no reason, but there's no reason why he should talk to me. I mean, my experience here was really easy. Came to Japan with this one Japanese woman. She was married to a white dude. He was still living in the same apartment, so three of us stayed in the same apartment. Did the business, and then he some Filipino woman that he I guess was messing around with, caused him to get divorced in the first place. They ended up going to the Philippines. Maybe a few months after that, everything was split. The money was down to like 2,500. I went out there and got it up, made that money, gave the business good, and everything. I don't have any issues with Japanese people as far as oh, they always want to touch my hair, getting these races, and if they have a group saying we're the black bros, some Japanese saying they black bros, well they are people of color. The black, you know, there's different colors of black, and people of color can call themselves black. I don't have an issue with that. And if they are want to act like or dress like they hip hop or hip hop culture, or the hip hop culture is it's what some people are like. Do you like hip hop? I'm like, I am hip hop, but but I mean, it's like a white dude moving to the ghetto. What you gonna do? Beat them up and kick them out? No, they're gonna embrace him. Next, he can call everybody else the N word too. And if you come from a different hood and you hear him say that and you mess with him, them bros in the hood gonna beat you down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have any issues. I've hear a lot of brothers on those channels, talking about racism, and stuff like that. But is it racism? Maybe they just don't like you, or maybe they. You know why you black? Other than your parents, So I don't know. It's good. Jason in the house. What's up? And watching videos since the love black videos. Days. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching my videos. Let's see what kind of opportunities. And I really appreciate it, Cassian. Oh, what kind of opportunities and decisions do Black women receive in Japan? Are there more opportunities? In Japan, everybody's a foreigner. Right, Jean. You are not put on other pedestals. Um, Everybody pretty much look at you the same. When it comes to work, though, it just depends on what the image that whoever the owner is wants. So if they want a white image and you black, whether they give you the job or not. But that's not necessarily because of that. There's probably some of the parents, that think, well, you know, this is what I've heard. I don't know how true it is though. But they say, well, white people speak English and they're from England and blah blah blah. So they might want a white person teaching their kid, for some people. Now I've heard that now they're starting to become more intercultural because they're understanding that the world is not all about just white people, and so they're trying to bring in more black people and different people from around the world. But this is what I heard. This was like 6 years ago, or maybe 3, 4 years ago. But as far as the opportunities, you come out here, you have a visa. Everybody can start their own business. Um, you can do your own thing. So the opportunities are open. So on both sides. So it's just up to you or up to that person to take that step. As far as hello all A people, thank you for watching. As far as the attention, well, from what I hear, most of the foreign women out here in Japan are get zero attention. The Japanese women got that locked down. Um, on the Black Planet, some of the women were mad, talking about. I mean, Blacks in Japan, they were mad, talking about all the brothers in Japan just after the Japanese woman and blah blah blah. But I jumped on there and I said, "But you sisters, when a brother walk up to you, I've heard from many brothers, y'all say y'all come to Japan. You didn't come to Japan looking for a brother. You come to Japan looking for Japanese guys. We can, and it's even hard sometimes. A lot of us say it's hard sometimes to talk to them. The African women are cool, but the women from the States, or maybe the women from Canada, I haven't had problems with, mostly from the States. And um, so you get mad. So we like, okay, fine, you go with your uh, Japanese guy. That's fine. But and then they said, somebody turned around and said, yeah, but y'all chasing these Japanese women, and I'm like, and don't give sisters a chance and stuff. But I was back in February. My mom died, so I had to go out there and take care of that. I do want to move back. Um, I'm not sure when. I want to move back really fast because it's some. I want to see if I can get this English thing and this math thing going on in the States because it will increase. I mean, because I got this. Just imagine my program I have. I can have kids from 3 years old able to start reading English in 3 months. Since they're already speaking English and stuff. And I have kids out here 3 years old reading English really quick. And the math thing to start them off with division, multiplication. So I want to do that also out there. And so I have to get back out there to do that. But before I do that, I want to make a few $100,000 here. But anyway, and then I said on there, I said, plus the Japanese women, you know, they're buying brothers cars. You can't afford to buy a brother a car. They're buying brothers clothes. You can't afford buying brothers clothes. They're buying brothers nice food, jewelry. Brother need money, they'll give it to them, send it right to their bank account and everything. And so the whole thing is these women are in their country. They got their money. They got their degrees. They got their money straight. You walk up to a woman, say, how you doing? She walk up to you and say, how you doing? Like, cool, you want to go out to dinner? Fine. Come on, let's go. And she walk over to the parking lot, you jump into a BMW, she whipping around, a Benz whipping around, a nice Bentley or whatever, whipping around because she's in her country and she's taking quote unquote these black men that you quote unquote don't want to talk to in Japan because you're here to talk to quote unquote the Japanese man. And so when you see these Japanese women treating these brothers that quote unquote you really have no interest to like kings, then you get upset. But why you getting upset? Because you can't, they're in their country, you can't compete with them. And then we make it so bad, they can go to America and you can't even compete with them in your own country. So why you getting upset at us? Because they want to be with us and they want to treat us like kings. You know what I'm saying? And be nice and smile and giggle and do all the things they want to. Even though you get married, it's a different story. But you're not going to do those things. And so I said that. Guess I must have made a lot of enemies and stuff like that. But it's true. So the sisters out here, all foreign, I wouldn't necessarily say sisters, but all foreign women out here, they're pretty much ignored. And if the guys don't like Japanese women, after they get finished, Japanese finish abusing them and misusing them, then they can always turn to a foreigner. And some of these sisters, once they had their time with Japanese men and realized that it's not nowhere, as fun as being with a brother, and a lot of them slowly come back around. So, but that's just how that is. Wait, hold on. There's a lot of businesses that can do. A lot of people don't know it. I'm surprised. Honestly, what kind of opportunities? So yeah, the opportunities are here, but like I said, a lot of people did quote unquote discriminated against. But those people can make their own businesses, schools, because there are not enough teachers out here, there are not enough schools to meet the supply. So if they want to do that, that's fine. Let's see, cousin, when was the last time? Okay, we got to link up. Currently living in Okinawa. Wow, Kenzo. Okay, cool. I was out there a few years ago. Yeah, some girl rolled up on me at some club. Oh man. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We definitely can do that. Let's see, what time is it? You guys have any more questions? Because I still have time. I'm in this house and it is sweaty. But yeah, you got your haters out here. I don't even worry about Japanese people. I just, they talk, whatever. It's okay. Oh, now I'll tell you this one story. Kind of air conditioner. Oh, kids are everybody in the house sleeping, being all lazy. Air conditioner. Where's the control? Oh, Chalky! Come here. Aircon control. Don't go. Autocon control. Oh, here it is. Chalky. これ、couch no way. Okay. Hey, what's up, newcomer? Let's see. Our food business is done by Black people. Yeah. Listen. Black people can come out here, make businesses out here. Japanese people will cater to them. So that's why. You do have people that might discriminate. Say bad things, but they're going. That's everywhere in the world. The first person to call me an N-word was not a Japanese person. And so you're going to have those problems, and there's nothing you can do about that. And the discrimination that I've been hearing, it's in the workshop. But people call it discrimination, but it could just be they just being jerks and stuff like that. So I'm not sure. But yeah, the food businesses are accepted. If you cook the foods that they like, they'll come. They'll come. But I think the difference between the success and stuff is just the vibes that you create in the store. Because I know some people have stores that are only going to survive because of the Japanese patriotism. What is it called? Not patriotism. What is that? The customers come in and patronize. I think. Well, I forget the word. But then how can you maintain your business? Because eventually, your connection is unstable. Eventually, your vibrations. Not Patreon. What do you call a customer that goes to a store and it starts with a P? Patronize. I forgot the name of the word. Wow. But anyway, eventually, your vibes are going to spread out in the store, and people are going to start to sense that you don't want them there or you don't like them there and stuff like that. And some people are going to slip and say the wrong things. And when you do, once that little rumor get out, it spreads like crazy, and then the business go down. But yeah, they'll go. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of Japanese businesses out here who start up. They might be busy for a month, and after that, nothing. So excuse me, but it just depends on what you're doing. Depends on the business that you're doing, and there are a lot of businesses out here that you can do with Japanese people and make money, 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 including teaching English. I was talking to these white people in this one group, or I think that they're not all not white, but when they talk about their business and stuff, I'm like, man, you start adding up the money, they are killing it with this English thing. They're making some good money, but the lessons and stuff that they do, compared to mine, is nothing. But they built that trust, that what is it called? The trust, the reputation, I think it is, and stuff like that. So and then the way that it's good to raise and have child out in Japan, I don't think so. No, not really, but it's safer. Okay, let me talk about that. They call this thing called hafu, and hafu means that you mix or half. A lot of people here they get upset, it's racist, but we say it in the States. My kids are half black, half white. They mix and everything, so it's just a common term. I don't know why black people come out here and hear that and they get all offensive and stuff. Maybe, I think what is in Japan about blacks and a lot of foreigners in Japan um, is too free. Okay, there are no boundaries. In the United States, you got the TV telling you black, you stay here, you white, you stay there, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Out here, they don't have that for foreigners. So a lot of foreigners become really sensitive. They don't know what to do and stuff like that. So that really, it's getting late. I know people got to sleep. If you guys got to sleep, go ahead and sleep. No problem. A lot of people are starting to, become really sensitive. Raising a kid out here, if you are married, the only good thing about that is they will go to school. If you have a good wife who takes care of the finances, they will go to college. They will graduate. Now, what kind of character he's going to have, it depends on whether you teach him English or not. But after they grow older, because the mother instills the pride in them, not the father, um, the mother tends to raise the daughter to be strong, raise the guys to be weak. This is almost like some kind of association. These women just, they're just helping each other. It's where what they do with how the difference between they treating the boys and the girls, and then plus the girls. If you have a girl, she'll be strong. If you have a guy, more than likely he'll be weak. Um, but it's peaceful out here. But it just depends. I mean, do you want your kid to go back to the States and be raised in the schools out there where they can, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff can happen to them? They can be tougher, and they can walk around and act black and stuff like that. But there's a lot of other issues to do with that, and plus they're not black. They're black, but a black child who has a black mother and a black mother is not going to treat that black and a Japanese kid the same, because nobody treats you well, my child had some problems too, and but that happens everywhere. So it just depends on um, what you want to do. But I would say no. If it's a guy, I think the boy should be raised in the States. And if it's a girl, she should be raised in Japan, because she will be strong. And the guys in the States will be a little strong, because the kids out here, the boys out here, they're weak. And my son's kids come over and they all act really more feminine than masculine. Sorry. And stuff like that. So it really just hard to tell. And then none of them have girlfriends. All they're doing is playing video games. So hopefully they might turn that to some kind of TI skills or whatever. But it just depends. Because you look at the brothers that come over here, grown men, and a lot of them, they start off tough, but they end up kind of weak. So I don't know. It's interesting. You're welcome. Mm. Oh, I had this one story I wanted to tell you guys. Gosh, but I'm sure I mentioned it in my videos. Ah, I forgot. But far as I am, I have nothing to complain about Japan. I should be, I should easily have about maybe $3 million in the bank, but I don't do what I'm supposed to do. So, and then out here in Japan, if you have money, you just move up to where the rich people live at. Everyone don't really bother each other. Over here it's a nice area too. I don't really talk to them. I should because they got a lot of kids over here. I should talk to them, get this English thing going on. But it just depends. I Japan is okay. Yeah, kids. It just depends. Basically what it is what do you want your kids to do? And um, the Japanese woman already know what from the time she gets married to the time you're divorced or you die. She already knows what she wants from you. She already knows what she's going to do. She already knows what the kids are going to do. She already knows everything. And that's just one song. I forgot the name of it, but I'm too sure it said that you're a fool. These women already know what they want from you. And I heard that the other day. And I started laughing because it's true. They already want, what do you want? What do you guys want? You meet a Japanese woman, what do you want? Because they already know what they want. That's why I tell guys to listen to Too Short, because that's about people know how the Japanese women are. And my friend back in Nagoya about 20 years ago, not 20 years, 22 years, or yeah, about 22 years, 23 years ago, and from there, um, to now, he listened to Short. And I was always, why are you listening to it? And then I started listening to it. And every time I this, he had a Jeep Cherokee, and then he bought a Hummer. Japanese dude had some money too. And I was just like, why is he always listening to it? And I was like, wait a minute, this stuff Too Short talking about, it sounds familiar. And I was like, oh wow. And I'm like, oh my God, these Japanese women, this is what they're doing to these guys out here. When you come out here, man, it is funny. But if you go back to the States, if you're in the military, that's one thing. But if you become a citizen and you're raising them, it's hard because I don't know, it's hard. But then you look at that girl, that tennis star, um, Naomi Osaka. Her father's Jamaican, I think, or Haitian or something like that. And she's a tennis player. I don't know if that was her father or her mom who did that, but based on the knowledge of the Japanese women that I know, it probably was the mom, because the mothers really push their kids to become successful out here. If you get the right one, anyway, but most of them do. Fathers really don't. So it's hard to say, but I do know that the women in Japan, like I said, they tend to be much stronger. And if you have a boy, if he goes, don't get a wife, they'll tell you don't. You see that? Don't get a wife who will say, don't teach him this, don't do that. Do what you want to do. But anyway, I'm waiting for a call. I guess you have any other questions you guys want to ask or anything? Because I know that um, that the way I think about Japan is really different. And let me explain why am I not so angry? I wouldn't say angry, but emotional imbalance towards Japan or Japanese people, like a lot of other brothers are, or sisters are, or a lot of foreigners are. And I think the reason is because when I came out here, I was doing business, helping my wife with her business, built it up, and I dealt with all Japanese people, and not one of them treated me with any disrespect. I met a lot of rich Japanese people that were real cool with me. Um, different people from different. I didn't meet any poor people till I moved to Osaka, but all of the Japanese people I encountered had money. A lot of the girlfriends I dated, their parents had money and stuff. So you know, I came here pretty much on the silver spoon, and I didn't get to experience the English industry. I didn't even know about that until my seventh year. Until after 2 years, I was here. A friend of mine named Michael from Canada, and he's a real cool guy. And he the one told me about the English thing. Had he not told me about the English thing, I would have never really gotten into it. I probably wouldn't even still be in the States anyway. But he told me about it. So then when I started hanging out with the bros out here, because I didn't really hang out with too many bros up in Nagoya, though I did know. I guess they thought I didn't have any game. But then I started hearing about the complaining. Then you hear from the white people and this and this and this and this. I'm like, wow, start your own business. Let's see, I'll keep that in mind. Is it easy to wake up? Is it easy to wake up to a Japanese girl when you did? Do you like me? Oh, walk up. Oh man. Okay, you know what? Some people ask me that, and I said in my videos too. I think those videos called "Why Did I Make?" The reason I made um, those videos, and it's not "Do you like black men?" It's "Do you love black men?" But I think only two groups: those two Chinese girls and those two Japanese women, and that one girl, Yuki or something like that. When I first started, it was difficult. Um, um, Yeah, and the like also is a bad typo, not a joke. But anyway, um, it wasn't hard for me to actually walk up, but I had to really think of a good excuse to talk to them, to get them to talk, because I didn't just walk up and, do you love black men? Do you love black men? Do you love black men? I didn't do that. I actually engaged in the conversation from 3 to 5 minutes, explained to them what it was about, don't lie, and everything. And I think only two women said no, and that was because I don't know what I was thinking of, but they had their little money bags for them and they were going to the bank. But other than those three, because the Chinese guy, the Chinese girl, and then one I made right before that, I think one of my friends, he's in the Chinese one with those two Chinese girls. Who dated a Taiwanese woman. Me and him was driving around, and he just said, "Hey, I want to see you make those videos." And I'm like, "Yo, I don't just go out and do that." He said, "Well, I want to see it." So I just jumped out to see these two girls jumped in the car, chasing by like a block, talked to them, they did the video. And then me and him was driving around some Chinese. No, we were just hanging out, in front of that Donkey Hotel, I think. Saw this Chinese woman, went over and talked to him. One said no, the other one said, yeah, made the video, and then that's what happened. But all the rest of them, they came to me because I don't actually go out, and I'm not even thinking about "Do you love black men?" videos. I'm just out hanging out with my friends or whoever, and they'll come up to me and we start talking, and the conversation is fun and laughing. Then it just dawns on me, hey, let me do the video. I am not lying. That's how much, maybe except for three, maybe four. All the rest of them were like that. It's just chilling and stuff. Because we're talking on the 5 minutes of the dawn. Oh, do you love black men videos? And then I explain that. And that's how it is. So no, I don't have. Um, no, it's not. Yeah. So the ones who we just naturally start talking, I don't necessarily have to walk up to them. Like I said, the first ones they did, it was kind of tough because I had a goal. So it's like guys say, well, like when I tell guys that I don't have what is that called? Wow, what is that? Hello. Let me see, what's that 200 means? 200 messages. Okay, 200 characters. Okay. So it's like when a lot of guys say you got your Mac. I tell them I don't have, I'm not a Mac or anything like that. Because if I have a goal to specifically go and get a girl and I want to take her to my room or something like that, I would just have to walk up and say, "Hey, how you doing? What's up? What you doing?" Nothing. I say, "Come on, let's go." That's what I have to say. That's it. If I go, "Do you want to eat dinner?" and blah blah blah, then my mind just start just like just start relaxing and and I'll just lose interest in it. So it has to happen like that. So my game is like that. So if, like I said, if I want to do the Do You Love Black Men videos, it's breathing and trying to talk at the same time. It's kind of it's I can do it, but I have to think, well, what am I going to say? And how am I going to be able to approach this woman? Should I do it from the left side, from the right, from the front, or whatever? But most of the time, it's just spontaneous. I'm just not thinking about anything, and that would be the best way that I can walk up to her, just walking, chilling. She walk up by, and I just look and like, wow, nice dress, and keep on walking, and maybe she'll say something like the girl's Rihanna, the girl that looked like Rihanna. I think that was spontaneous. I was with um, Boundless, Ryan Boundless, and then one girl like, oh, that spontaneous. So most of my videos are all spontaneous. So if we ever hang out, we can make one. I'll go up and talk to him. Then you'll see how the spontaneous thing happens. But yeah, doing the Do You Love Black Man video. But if I just want to talk to him, and I'm not talking about if I don't want anything specific, then I just walk. Yo, what's going on? What you doing? Want to go party tonight? It's party time. Let's go. And that's just my action. That's just how I am. They're like, okay, okay, no, no, no. Like Rihanna, she said, "Where's the party at?" I think I was with Ryan McGuy, and at that time, I think maybe he was a little shy. And I was gonna say, "Hey, we can go back. You can be at my place," but I didn't want to put him into a you know uncomfortable position. But those videos, if you saw it, you got that good vibe. Thank you, Ken Kenza. It's that I remember that video, Ryan Gaijin and GF350 double whammy. So I think it was that same night, and I think we made a lot of videos that night too. And me and him was just talking, and I think I made something spontaneous, and the girls just went to him. So he started talking. I'm trying to get in my little 2 cents, but then two women ignored me, and they started talking to him. So I backed off in video, and while I was videoing him, 4 girls came up to me. Like, okay, and I didn't ask when they were talking to him. I could have said, "Hey, do you want to do the Do You Love Black Men videos?" But then I would have been, messing in on his game. So I just stood back and videotaped. And while I'm videotaping, those 4 girls came to me, and then once they came up to me, then we talking stuff, and then I did the Do You Love Black Men thing. Do we still link up? No, I don't know. I think something happened when he started going to college and stuff. I think maybe I asked him maybe a uncomfortable question or something like that. It was stupid. I don't know why I asked him that. And yeah, we just had some discussions, and after that, I don't know. He just started. It was just time for both of us. It was just time for him, to raise to the next level of his life. He started doing photography and stuff like that. You know, I don't know what happened to that. I wish he would have kept it up. And he just, he just, took care of his business, and so we just stopped talking for a while. I don't know what happened with that, but recently he's on Instagram, so I just say what's up. He said what's up, but he got his own thing. We all. Um, I'm still cool with him. I'm sure he's still cool with me, but sometimes you take this road and just things naturally go their own way. So. But mm, sorry, I keep wiggling my nose and my jaw. My body's just so dry. But yeah, he cool. I remember I met him on YouTube, and I was surprised he even responded, and we became real good friends. We hung out and had a good time. Those when both of us started. How about you? Another. Um, I think what's that guy? Unrested. Met up with him and some other people. on YouTube. Some people who were on my Facebook came out here and went on YouTube and tried to hook up with a few of them. Arrested me and him hooked up. That was real cool. That's um some kind of Halloween or some kind of a party at the Osaka Park, and I met a lot of people there. But I mean, you have to look at it. Um, when I hang out with people, like when I hang out with Angai Kokobos, Angai Kokobos, I think that's his name. I can never remember his name. But because I don't call him by his YouTube name. I used to always spell it wrong. I couldn't believe it. People like you spelled his name. I'm like, I'm sorry. But like when me and him would hook up, we had a good time. We always had a good times. I never had any problems with him at all. He was him doing his thing, I do my thing. Um, and then people go their way, so it's all cool. Yeah. He's I know two sides of him. You know, yeah, I see him on the YouTube and then in person. And I mean, hopefully he won't get mad, but I wish the unguy Coco Boss who I know, if he wishes to make videos, of him being real cool and stuff, that I mean he is really, really intelligent, really funny, um, really cool guy. Like I mean, like one of my best friends out here. I think I've known him for well over 17, a little over 17 years. Um, I mean, he's real cool. We don't like get into fist fights. We have our intellectual debates and stuff like that. And nothing wild or nothing like that. No problems. You know, but he's like, because I'm so much older than him, so it's like a little brother. Even like Ryan McGuire, I'm like way older than him. I look young, but I'm like so older than these guys, and I keep forgetting that. And then I'm looking at a lot of these guys I hang out with before. I used to look younger than them. So it's I don't know, but he's cool. I don't know. I think he's in Japan. I haven't really contacted him or anything, because it's like when I contact people, they're always busy. So it's better for me to just do my own thing and then let them contact me. And so basically, um, that's what I did. Like me and Ryan McGuire, we always hung out, did everything on. When he come to Osaka, he called me, so I just drive up there and hang out with him. Did a lot of things via YouTube. It was cool that one song GS350 GS he made for me that was like so awesome. I gotta buy that album now, CD. But it's like so awesome. And I mean, he did. I was there when he said after that, it was like I got to 2000 and he just went, whoa. So I'm sure he's way popular than I am. So that's good. Sorry for drinking. My brother said, you should say, excuse me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm an old man. I'm getting insane now. I'm going to be 65 years old. Why do, you know? But anyway, but do I look 60? I got to cut my hair. I look so much better with my haircut. So I'm going bald again. Let's see what else. Guys, I wish I could remember that story. I got a lot of stories though, man. Gosh, I wish I can tell y'all. But I remember this one girl. You know, no, Nagoya. I went to this club. And it was called Santa Barbara. It was a bar and grill place or a sports bar. And they had a pool table in this room. So we playing. I'm not playing. I'm just watching. I'm talking to all the women in the club and stuff because I'm still in the LA mode and stuff. And this one Japanese woman, I didn't say anything to her, but I was messed up. I was like drunk and stuff. And so she came to me. It was like, why didn't you talk to all the women in the place and didn't talk to me? And I'm looking down. I see these camera phones playing, and I look up this little short Japanese lady all in my grill and stuff. I'm like, what are you talking talking about because most of the girls up in Nagoya who hang out in different places, most of them spoke very good English. So I didn't need to use Japanese. She's like, why you didn't talk to me? And I'm like, I didn't even see you. Yes, you did. You just walked. I'm like, because you was sitting between these two guys. So I didn't feel like, interrupting your thing. Well, they not my boyfriend. You could have talked to me. I was like, fine, just give me a number. So she gave me a number. Called her 2 weeks. She lived in Toyota City, so I drove down there to see her. And she had these combat boots on. She had these mini skirts that just like went like above. I mean, they were like really short. She had this leather jacket on, with a shirt that just went. It was like really low stuff. And so, um, she had glasses on, nice lips, always smiling, always laughing, and she got in the car. So we're like, uh, "What you want to do?" She said, "I don't know." So we went to Siberia. We ate. Of course, I just wanted to take her someplace. But no, actually, at that time, yeah. So it was after this white dude schooled me about the love hotels because I never even noticed them. I never knew anything. My first 2 years in Japan, I knew nothing, and I'm just so glad I came with a blank mind because it just that's why I talk the way I am and the way I do. But she was like, we went there, and then after we went to the park, and okay, well, I am good. I am live on YouTube. On YouTube, I got YouTube. I have to relax. My mind is going so much. I'm twitching my mouth for no reason. So, uh, so anyway, we're driving. We go down to the river, and I sit down and we're talking and stuff. And I'm thinking she wants to go home. But like I said, these women already know what they want from you. They're not scared of you or anything. Okay, join me now. And so, and, and so, I'm sitting on some bench. She's sitting on a bench. She's a rock bench, and this is one of my freaky tales. And so, oh man, gosh, I'll try to keep it as PG as I can. And so I turn, so like if we're sitting on the bench like this, then I turn this way, and then I said sit on my lap. So she sits on my lap, and so what I'm doing, I'm trying to make her go home, and I don't want to just tell her to go home, but I want to take her home because I wanted to go back to Nagoya and they have some clubs. I think it was the ID bar, so I wanted to go there and party and stuff. Right, and that was when ID bar was like off the hook. I can't now eating dinner with my chick. Oh, okay. Oh well. Then why are you calling me when you're eating dinner? And why are you me when you are eating dinner? Sorry, hold on. Let me check this. Sorry, I'm one of my homies and stuff. Let's see. LOL. Back to this. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, what's up, Green Talk? Green Taco. What's up? What's up? You're getting to the good part. Okay. So, I need to get 4,000 views, 4,000 hours of views. So you guys do me a favor. Okay. I'm gonna give you a number, and it's called. Give you a number. You got to remember it. What's a good number? What's a good number? Good. Okay, 421. Okay, Diamond 421. Okay, remember that. I need you guys. I don't know if I can able to do that, but I need you guys to watch a lot of my videos so I can help you get my beep beep, my beep 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 beep. What's that called? My what is the thing called? My subscription. No, my partnership back. Because I think I need like maybe 2,500 extra views or something, hours of views. So you guys watch a lot of my videos if you can. Get all your homies together and y'all get on your because I missed your call, so I want to say what's up, at least through text. Okay. And so y'all get together, watch my videos and stuff. You guys do that. You guys are watching this. you know, let me know once I get on it. I'm going to do Patreon, and it's a special thing I want to do, and I will do this for you guys for free. And basically, I'm not going to tell you now, but you're going to love it. You're going to love it because I want to be the first one to start doing that. Like I did my GSC, my doing Black Man videos and stuff. Okay. Um. Okay. Thank you. And so, you guys got to help me do that. Okay. And I got a real nice surprise for you. Real nice surprise. Ken, so he's in Japan, so it might not be cool for him, but yeah, it'll be cool. It's okay. But I think he's single. If you're not single, but it don't matter. You can still do it. It's real cool. Okay, so getting back to this part. So she sits on my lap, and of course, I have thank you. I have Jeffet Mutai. Okay. Thank you, A. Hawkins. So anyway, remember, once I get it, I'm gonna make a video saying I'm back, and then you guys hit me up because I might forget. And I'm gonna tell you what the surprise is. Matter of fact, I have a GS350JPN Facebook. If you're not on it, join it, and then tell me, who you are on here, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. You guys are gonna love it though. You're gonna love it. Okay, because I got mad skills. Anyway, so she sits on my lap, and I'm putting my arms around her, and her dress is so short. Let's see. Sorry about that. Let's see. So let's say it was like right below, I guess, her house area. It was like maybe about an inch below where her underwear stops, maybe, or maybe not an inch, maybe 2 to 3 inches only. And when she sat on me, she she kind of sat, and of course her legs was up on, so everything was visible. Not like I was looking like I could see because it was pitch black anyway. And so I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So I started playing doctor, you know. And, then I took out one of my tools in my briefcase because I always keep a bag with me. So I pulled out my tool, and she was like, "Put that back." And I was like, "Okay." So I put it back, and we start talking. And I'm thinking like, "Please go home. Please go home. Please go home." And she's not going home, and I'm lifting up my legs. You know how you sit down, you lift your legs up. Please go home. So she's like, no. So I took out my tool again. I started playing with her. Next thing you know, one thing led to another, and it was just so weird because, like I said, a lot of guys come out here thinking these women are innocent, and what I'm saying is they are innocent, but they're still women. They're fun, but they're still women. They're funny, but they're still women. You know, and when a woman sees a guy, it takes 2 to 3 seconds before she decides whether to do anything or not. And all you have to do is walk over there and go, "What did you decide?" She's gonna like, "Huh? Huh? I know what you was thinking. What did you decide? Ha 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 ha." So um, so one thing led to another. And then she called me the next day, and she came up in her brother's truck. And until, except for like a couple of days during the month, she would come up every day, man, and pick me up about 12 o'clock. And at that time, me and my wife, we had like an open relationship, so she was doing her thing. I didn't even care. We was making the money, but like I said, we divorced, and she asked me how much money you wanted. I'm thinking, because I never touched the money she had, but excuse me, but I'm thinking maybe the business money. Maybe she had about, I'm thinking that, she's probably at least had about 300,000 to maybe a half a million, I'm thinking. But because she was 14 years older than me, I just said, keep all the money. She was like, I said, no, because you're older than me, you taught me a skill. So and I just took a little jewelry, went about my way. Well, I'm talking, yeah. So anyway, I was staying with her. This girl would come every day. She would drive up to where I lived at, Moriyamaku, from Toyota City, right across Well, I mean, literally almost like right down the street from Sogo, the old Sogo. I don't know if it's still there or not. Tell y'all to see. And she picked me up. She always wore that same jacket, those same jeans, her mini skirt, but it was just different colors, camouflage, pink, whatever, and thongs. And I was like, wow. So we pick her up. And like, you want to go eat? Nope. What you want to do? She just, I don't know how she knew it, but she just went to these, what are things called? These parking lots, and they're always open. And in Japan, let me, yeah, I gotta do this. In Japan, you go to a mall or certain bookstores in the parking lot before and be no one inside. So of course, if you know about Japan, you know what's going on and stuff like that. And it's it's incredible, but she just parked there. We jump in the back seat, start talking and kissing and stuff, and every night, every single every day. And at that time, I had like two girlfriends, and both of them were like active. I mean, one would finish work about 6 or 7, call me, come pick me up. I go pick her up. We go to a river, talk, and have fun, stuff like that. She was really physically active. She looked like a sister, too thick lips. She was fine, nice body, and just real nice. Both of her parents individually had money and stuff. They had a couple of houses and stuff. They had one house over in this real nice area. I mean, it was like old and stuff, but the land was like really expensive and stuff. And she would just me and her meet, do our thing, go home, shower, sit at home, chilling, talking to my wife, whatever. Ding, 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 what you doing? I'm coming to pick you up. I'll be there in 30 minutes. Meet me here. So I'll go meet her wherever, or she come pick me up at the house. And we hung out for 2, 3, 4 hours and stuff. And it was a trip. She was both of them two were like my first two girlfriends, and they were like fun. I mean, they were fun. Then when they found out about each other, they got mad, but they didn't break up with me, and they didn't stand each other. But, oh man, that was. I mean, and like I said, they both came to me. The first one, um, the one that would call me at 6, because the one with the short, she was the second one. I met her up in Osaka at Star. What's that called? Sunsplash. If you guys don't know Sunsplash, somebody needs to write a book about Sunsplash. That place was awesome. That was like paradise for brothers because all brothers go there. Black, African didn't matter. You were black, you were there. And women went there looking specifically for you. And the white guys who couldn't get girls in other clubs would show up there. And of course, we knew what they were there for. And some got lucky and got women, you know. And, ones who didn't get the black guys, the white guys picked up the crumbs, I guess. But they were happy because all the women, most of the women in there were fine. A lot of them had money. It was a trip. But yeah, those two was like whatever. But anyway, I was in Sunsplash and first came and I'm sitting on this and she's like, oh, she's like, walk over to me. How you doing? Whatever. And she attempts to sit on my lap, man. I don't go for that. She went to sit. I'm like, what? I moved to the side, man. She went, bam, hit the floor. Why'd you do that? I'm like, I don't know you. I'm sitting on my lap. Are you crazy? She was like, oh, all this stuff. So she's, and then everybody was looking and stuff. And then she said, well, I'm going to sit on your lap. I said, no. She tried and I moved it again. I'm like, to the bench, sit there. I said, I don't know you like that. Don't no, I'm not like that. So she sit on the bench. We talk, we trade numbers. She buy me drinks. And then I'm also in Sakai. She called me 2 weeks later. We met up and just hung out. Then about a couple of weeks, things was going on. She was bad, dog, man. But she was a trip. But man, I'm telling you, up in Nagoya and Osaka, the women are very different. Very different. It was like, I don't know, them women was like they knew what they wanted. And guys were I mean, they would be with these guys and these brothers. They used to be at this club called what was it called? what was his name? Oh man, I can't believe it's a famous club. He was married to his other lady, and they divorced. She started a club called Boys Gary's. What it was, if you guys know it. What's up, eighth player and eighth viewer, and them guys. There's one guy in there. He was with this one girl who was married, but he wasn't. For some reason, these girls know how to get your info, and she. It's funny. She sent that dude $50,000 to his bank account that was in Cleveland, I think it was, and yeah, check out Nagoya, but um, check out Osaka, but Nagoya is better. Ah, I think it's better. But anyway, in Osaka, you go to Umeda and different places where all the women hang out. But yeah, come to Osaka if you can. But she sent homeboy 50 G's. His wife rang him up and said, where'd you get this 50 G's? Of course he couldn't tell her, but of course later on she found out. Yeah, do that. And if you come to Osaka, let me know. Go to Nagoya, let me know. I'll go up there and visit you. Um and so yeah, it was a trip though, but yeah, back in those times, people had money, and if you had those women, but I had my own money, so I wasn't even trying to do that. But yeah, I heard a lot of stories, man. Gosh, so much. But yeah, them two, ooh man. Then I met this other one, the one I was telling you about earlier. Me and her met, tall, beautiful, nice, tall, then nice, thick, thick, juicy lips, just like a 10. I was like, what did his wife do? Um, he told me that he didn't know. He told her he didn't know where the money was, where it was from. So he went and told asked no, he said he didn't know where the money came from. And so he didn't know who to ask, but the girl who sent it to him said, did you like your gift? And it was from his girlfriend, and he was shocked. But I don't know what happened. I don't know if I'm thinking maybe they end up getting divorced because I guess she found out that he was messing around. you know. So, but yeah, he ended up, yeah, something bad happened to him. It's really sad. But he told me that story. I was like, wow. And that was back in 1996 or 97 and stuff. Yes, it was before I knew anything about Japanese women. So it was between 95 and 97. Ah, yikes. Yeah. But, these women, I mean, it's his fault because he could have told her he was married. And these women, marriage out here don't mean anything. You get married to a Japanese woman if she want to go out with another guy or whatever. She gonna do what she want because you can't hit him. I mean, you can beat him up and stuff, but eventually you can get sued or get kicked out the country or go to jail and stuff like that. So these women are cold. Sometimes my wife be doing some crazy stuff, and I'm like, whatever. I don't care. You just forgot to it because you just act jealous. I'm like, listen, I keep telling you, we're only married because these kids get old enough to do what they want to do. I'm bouncing, you bounce, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever. But I keep because a lot of people think I'm weak and I'm jealous. And I'm like, no, because I just think so different. People look at me, they make a character and think that's me, and I'm like, got me all wrong. But yeah, that was really messed up. Yeah, it was really interesting. Nagoya, 2 years, about 2,000 women came up and talked to me. That was some crazy numbers. And so I'm talking to these two brothers, right? And out here in Wakayama, they both supposed to be players, and we talking about money and girlfriends and how many women you can date. And I said, yeah, in Japan you can easily date 100 and what number was that? 150. What's how many weeks? 50. How many weeks are in them? Was it 52, 50 something, 51 weeks or something like that? But anyway, about to pie that by three. Darn it. How many? I can't believe 52 months and 52 weeks in a month. So times three, that's 156 women. So I said, yeah, in Japan, you can easily, you know, um, date 150 56 different women in a year. And them guys, ain't no way you could do that and stuff. I'm like, what do you mean? I ain't no way. Yes, you can. No, you can't. You always talking about you a player and you're not no player. You don't know what you're talking about. And I just started laughing. Y'all gonna love this. I started laughing like, oh man, y'all dumb. You calling us dumb? I said, come on. If you go out in Japan on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, each day, hey, those are no, I see. And so I said, if you go out Friday night, um, Saturday, and Sunday night, every time you go out to a club, can you get a girl to see you? So you go out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Each of those nights, when you go out to a club, you can definitely pick up a girl. That's 1 week. You multiply that by 52 weeks, that's 156 women that you can be with. And I'm not saying, anything you gotta do anything physical. I'm just talking about beating and stuff like that. And them guys said something. I just started laughing at them. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta turn on the light. I gotta turn on the light. I'm talking forever. I got things to do too. And when I what are your white guys telling you about their? Okay, I'll tell you that. Give me about 2 minutes. I'll finish. Um, so when I told them, they did the math, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that." I'm like, "You guys didn't know that?" And I know. I'm like, "Oh my god, when you guys?" I'm like, "How many? You guys talking about you players? How many women when you're a player, I thought the player was like just to accumulate all these women, you know. No, maybe 10 in a year. One dude was like 5. I'm like, oh my God, come on, you guys. Are you serious? You guys only limit yourself to meeting 5 to 10 women in a year when you're outside every day. You don't talk, you're outside every day. You go to Osaka, on the weekends alone, you have to pass at least 200,000 people easily. And you talking about all the women you pass, you don't talk to them, not one, or only 5 in the month. Crazy. Anyway, the white guys. Actually, I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I came out here, the white guys, and one Japanese guys, they were cool as hell to me. Those are like my best friends, white guys. And this one guy, he was half Japanese, half Spanish. This other Japanese guys, and they were hella cool. What's up, eighth person? Thank you for joining. They were hella cool. The white dudes just took me to all these places, just things that I didn't know about. As far as the women, you know, the first 2 years I didn't really know anything about what was going on, and met this one brother. I mean, this one white dude I knew, and one day he was just telling me about this Egyptian hotel, and he showed me where it was, and I was like, wow. He said, whenever you get a girl, go up in there. And I'm like, why would I want to go up in there with a girl? Because I was still loyal to my wife at that time. Oh no, you can take Japanese girls and blah 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 blah. I'm like, really? People do that? Akemi Kyoto. Ayame Kyoto. Good morning. How are you? You sound familiar. Ayame. That's a woman, right? Kyoto. Are you the one who speaks English very good and used to have these little conversations a long, long, long time ago when I think I made some videos about Kyoto or something like that? Maybe the name sounds familiar. Ayame. Sounds like a girl's name. But anyway, good morning. Nice to meet you. But anyway, yeah. So he told me about that. The white guys tell me about their experiences with women. Yeah, they usually tell me like this one white dude I met at the club, and he was real cool. It was at a bar. I think it was the Hub, I think, and Sensai Bashi downstairs. And he was telling me about Japanese women, how he dated, and that was when the time I wasn't even messing with him, just only my wife. And he was saying like it was really difficult to keep a relationship with them, not because of they were messing around or anything, but they were just so busy just so busy. And you know, you meet them like once a month or once a week, but you have, as an English teacher, you have a lot of time. And then he said when he started dating them, it was really tough because some of them were really strong. So, and they would break up with him and stuff like that. Whoa. Oh, okay. And they would break up with him. So he said what he started doing was just going to a bar every night. He knew which women, because he knew which women that he can talk to, where he can be with them, that night and stuff. He said every day he goes to different bars, get different women. And he said, I think he was the one who told me that you can be with a different Japanese woman out here every day for a whole year and not mess with the same one twice. When he said that, I got to thinking, wow, that's true. That's true anywhere. Even in America, you can do that. Of course, the women can do that too. Because when I was growing up, a lot of sisters towards me that were like really like sexually aggressive and stuff. Before I was lost my virginity, they were like, "I want to have sex. I want to have sex." For what? For what? Because I was really into Christianity and stuff. But yeah, he told me that, so I was like, really, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. A lot of the guys, pretty much, I guess they must have been English teachers. They meet their students and they date them. As far as them get picked up in clubs, or they picking up women in clubs. Um, some said it was kind of hard, so it was easier to go to the bars and um, just talk to them or wait till one come and talk to them. I didn't hear of any bad experiences from white guys with Japanese women. And hey, what's up, Night Viewer? Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Um, I didn't hear any bad experience between white guys and Japanese women. It was pretty much all good. I don't know if they were married or not, especially in a place called Santa Barbara. Because it was like the white guys were like dominant, with the Japanese women, and the African guys went there trying to pick up. I mean, not with the African women, the Japanese women. The African guys went there to try to pick up the women, but the white guys had that on lock. Things are good, thank you. Hard things with you. Where you at anyway? Are you a woman or a guy? I am a. I think it's a woman, Kyoto. Yeah, I think we met before. We used to have a sound familiar name. But anyway, um, yeah, the white guys just had the women. I don't know how they got them or not. I used to hang out with a few of them, and they would just take me. They just like a tour guide mostly, and they had their girlfriends that they either lived with, or they lived with the girl, or the girl always came to their house. But yeah, they were just having fun. Everything seemed fine. There was this one dude, I can't think of his name. He's from Canada, and blonde hair, blue eye, maybe my height, the perfect quote unquote um, blonde hair, blue eye image of a white guy that you can have. Wasn't ugly in any way. Uh, he dated this one Japanese lady. I don't know how old they were. They were younger than I was, in their 20s, but she was beautiful. Oh my God, she was so beautiful. In the sun, she get dark, and she had nice lips, nice body. I mean, she was at Santa Barbara. When she walked in, she was the baddest one in there, and it was the the baddest white guy and the baddest Japanese guys together. Like a perfect situation. But he was so mean to that girl. And so I don't know why she did that, but she started talking to me and stuff. I don't know if her parents were rich or not, but I think the way she carried as a woman. Sorry, the streams keep going and stopping. I know. I swear I do not know why. I think it's because I changed it to another Buffalo. If I switch it, because my kid, I think he's using the same one for his games, and I'm not sure if this is cut off or cut on, so that's why I want to switch it over. So I am sorry. Wait. Let me go upstairs. So, hey. Yeah. Wow. Go and eat then inside. Go upstairs and sleep. Go upstairs and sleep. Okay, so I'm not sure, but I'm sorry. Let's see if I have any other programs on. Let me turn those off. Do I have a. Oh, no. I have a Mac. It shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so let's see, where was I at? Where was I at? Okay, it's okay. No problem. Woman. Yeah, I think me and you used to talk a lot before. Maybe. I could be wrong. Let's see. Okay, hopefully that'll work. I'm sure my what you call this really was quit. Okay. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, so I don't know why, but she came over and started talking to me, and she said, "I want to break up with my boyfriend," and I'm like, "Okay, so why are you telling me that?" Because she never spoke. She never spoke to me, and she said, "Well, I want you to be there to be my bodyguard." And at that time, I was like, yoked and stuff, way more handsome than I am now. And I was like, okay. And so I went there one time. He was there. She was there, and she said, "I want to talk to you, and I want you to be my bodyguard." So I said, "Fine." So I walked over to him. I said, "Your girl want to talk to you. I don't know what she got to say, but I want you to listen to her. If you touch, I'm gonna whoop your ass." That's what I told him. And she got in his face like this and told him off. Said she gonna break up with him and everything. And she was facing him like this, and then there was a white guy next to me, and he was facing her like that, and I'm facing him like that. So it's like this, and the other guy there. While she's talking to him, this white guy is in her ear calling her all kinds of words and everything. And I didn't. I just ignored him. And yes, probably in my videos, yeah. But they want to say something. They say the guy he asked, "What are the white guys telling you about their experiences?" So, well, actually, it's not a white guy's experience, but that is experience from a white guy. So anyway, he had um he was just talking crap to her. That dude stood there. She went off on him, and then she finished and left, and went and sat down. I went and did my thing. He didn't say anything to her, and it was funny because the white guy that was talking crap, he didn't say anything to me. And a few years or maybe a few months after that, the management went down, and he ended up that white guy that I told him if he touched the girl, I'm gonna whoop his butt. He ended up becoming the new manager, and this staff was so bad because I had worked there before, and I was really good staff. So he asked me to be a manager, a staff manager. I was like, what are you doing? Didn't I just pretty much convinced you to stand in this crowded restaurant on the second floor? It was always crowded when this girl go off on you and told you if you touch her, then you gonna get, blah 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 and all this stuff, and and he's asking me to work with him. So I was like, well, Japan is treating me good. I woke up and can't go back to sleep. Okay. I miss a lot of the stream. Yes, sorry. Yeah, just talking about this and that. How Japan's always treating me well. Any downfalls I have in Japan, it's not because of Japan. It's because of me. So anyway, where you living at? We should meet up. We should meet up if you have time. If you're a nice person, you're one of the type of scary women. Then. It's okay, we can pass. Not because I'm scared. It's just I got this and blah, 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 blah. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. And so that was easy. Interesting. The white guys pretty much just tell me. Well, some of it is good, some of it is bad. I hear these horror stories when I started making a gaijin husbands and Japanese wives. And when I made that, I got a letter from this one guy saying his wife was so bad he had to move back to Canada. Ah, you know what? That's true. I'm so stupid. You know that? Because you say good morning and it's morning in America. Okay, cool. Well, if you ever come to Japan, we should be up. Georgia, how is Georgia? Um, Most of the guys, yeah, he was telling me how his wife was just totally dominating him and he didn't have any leverage, so he had to go back to Canada. He left his kids. He said he felt bad for leaving his kids, but he just couldn't take it. And told her if she wants him that he can he can she can come to him. I could show you the letter because she gave me permission to share. But I was like, wow. But a lot of the white guys' experiences here that I know of, it's not good. It's not positive. It's kind of tough for 'em, you know. And yeah, these I mean the brothers get it hard, but I mean these white guys get it real bad. Guys like my wife is out messing around. There's nothing I can do, you know. And then some of the wives are like, well, I mean, I don't know why they tell me this, but some of these girls like, yeah, I'm dating the white guy, but he just for security and money, and I go out and sleep with black guys. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I don't need to hear that. But I like talking to you because you just listen and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't want to hear that crap. It's not crap. It's just the way it is. And blah blah blah. I'm ready to leave it behind. That's how it is to me. I miss the. Okay, so you ready to go back to your own country, which I would guess would be Japan. Uh, that's how it is. I am ready to leave it behind. That's how it is to me. I miss the country. So I'm not sure. I guess you miss Japan and you ready to leave the States. Yeah, I guess it could get on you like that. Kind of tough. Yeah, I'm thinking that because I know a lot of Japanese women. I guess you Japanese women go to the States for a better life with their boyfriend. But all I can say is, while you're there, because you are Japanese, that when you start trying to do business, that you are you have a little advantage and stuff, and you try to think of some business or something that you can do there, or um, or that you can how can I say something that you can take from America and start in Japan. That Canadian syrup thing. I heard the story about that Japanese lady, white guy. She went back there and got the syrup and selling it to all these, Hankyu and all these places and stuff. And just got rich. Like, wow. Japanese women out here. I tell these guys today, I always tell these a lot of these foreign guys, blacks and white, always saying it's so hard to talk to Japanese women because they talk like children. You can't have an intelligent conversation with them. But yet these guys are not fluent in Japanese. Um, a lot of these guys, women got degrees. A lot of these guys don't. They got most of these guys got bachelors. A lot of these women got bachelors, masters, PhDs, and stuff like that. And if you want to get down in a real good conversation, you got to talk to them in Japanese. Otherwise, they say, "Well, why are they always serious with this?" I'm like, they play games and stuff. You don't want to go to work 8 hours a day and then come home and have to start talking politics to the person you live with. It's no fun. But yeah, yeah, these white guys out here, they got it hard. They got it hard. I mean, I can't. In Nagoya, when I was there, I didn't really hear any bad experiences. I didn't really start seeing them until I came to Osaka, and so um, maybe it's because the white guys that I knew up in Osaka, which is dating Japanese women. But I mean Nagoya, but when I came down here, I actually started meeting white guys who were um, actually married to him. And I think the first experience I saw of, because I figured for me, in my ignorance, I would think that a Japanese woman married to a wait, I gotta make a phone. Wow, I gotta make a phone call. Oh man. Okay, I'm supposed to make a phone call. Okay, so I guess the guys that I met in Osaka, these guys were actually getting um, pimped out by their women. And I pimp my ride and stuff. I mean, the things like okay, like someone, Yotsubashi, I think it is, right behind Triangle Park. If you guys know that area in Osaka, American Mora. And so it's a one-way street. I think the cars are going this way. And so I'm just looking. All of a sudden, I hear this reggae music. And then it was a Japanese girl and a little, we call them K car box cars and stuff. And it was this white dude. And she stopped at the light. And I'm just looking at the music and I'm just stunned. This reggae music and this typical Salt Lake City, Alabama looking, I'm not North Dakota, Boise, Idaho, whatever looking playing white guy. And she was reggae down, braids, everything, the colors and everything. And he just normal white dude. And I'm looking. And dude just turns and look at me. And he go, I just started bursting in laughter. That was so funny. You get a chance to monetize your old videos. Yeah, I need like 2,000 some more videos. I mean, hours of views. So help me out and watch my videos. Before I can get my my partnership back because I think it was like 2 years ago I missed a Halloween. No, New Year's Eve party. I slept through it, and it just messed me up so bad. So I didn't make any videos for a year. I didn't meet the threshold, and so I got cut off. Okay, I gotta make a phone call. Let's see how can I do this. Wait, I gotta go. Hold on. Hey, what's up? Hello? Oh, okay, all right. See you. Okay, so yeah, so I was like really surprised because, like I said, when I came to Japan, I was really ignorant and stuff like that of what was going on with the Japanese women and stuff, and I didn't know anything about it. That's why in my videos, I said when you come to Japan, it's best to come with a clean slate, make your own judgments and stuff because I just didn't know, and I've really had a good time out here. No complaints. I never really worked in those Eikaiwa places, so guys talk about that, but I have no experience. Um, just life in general for me in Japan was good. Any shortcomings I had was because of me, but I just miss Nagoya because I gave up. I'm stupid. But in my life, I did a lot of stupid stuff. I keep doing it. I gotta stop doing it. 'Cause my mouth is just so dry. It's like I'm shifting moisture from one side of my mouth to the other. It's not gonna work like that. So yeah. So I get my views back up, but the money ties. If you ever come back to Japan, let me know. Do you have a YouTube channel? If you do, cool. If you don't, then we should make a movie together. No, I'm joking. Not that kind of movie. I mean, like a drama or series or something like that. But anyway, yeah, yeah. So Nagoya was awesome, but I had some good. Oh, okay. I got another story. So I'm in this club. Um, I think it was ID Bar or some club out there. I forgot. Maybe another club. And so I'm just sitting there chilling and stuff, and this one Japanese lady's looking at me, and she just like, so I just wave and turn my head. She's still looking for about 20 minutes, just staring. So I said, okay, I guess you want to talk to me. So we meet, we talk, I trade her number. At that time, I was already divorced. And I was just up in Nagoya just chilling because I always go up there and stuff. 'Cause I really didn't know too much about Osaka. Well, I knew a lot about Osaka, but I had my fun in Nagoya. And I met a friend, Michael, and he real cool Canadian brother and stuff. And so during, I think it was New Year's down, in Japan you can drink outside. So I bought a big old bottle of Moet, and we just drinking and stuff. We end up staying at his house. So he with his sister. This guy is like really immaculate and clean. Got a college degree, dressed nice. Oh, I never been. I'm born in South. Oh wow! Imagine that, half Japanese, half African, raised in South Bel Air. Ah, Southern Bel. So no, you're not out of place. Remember, this is the whole world. Anywhere you go, you find. You know. So then I guess you black. I guess. Um, wait, are you Naomi Osaka and you have a fake name called Ayame Kill? Oh no, she wasn't born in Georgia. No, I'm joking. Why would you feel out of place? Just I mean, we all feel out of place. It doesn't matter. You live in communities, and you know, no one's honored in their own communities. So just make some money. That's the best thing. Do what you got to do to make money. But do you ever come to Japan? So it'd be cool to meet up with you. And so he anyway, we all went out, had a good time. I wasn't thinking anything about her because that was the first time. I went and visited her once because she lived in Ozaki. So I went to visit her once. I think went, she took me to a mall, and then after that, oh wow, so you're black in Africa, you must be fine then, huh? So after that, she took me somewhere, some parking lot, and started making her moves and stuff. So she came down, and so we went to his house and eating and drinking and stuff, and me and her end up sleeping on the floor, and him and his her sister, my friend and her sister, slept in his room in his bed. So we hear them wrestling around and all this stuff, and so me and her, we just did our thing and stuff. On the next morning, um, went to eat. They went home because yeah, they went home because I think I drove down because I was still married, kind of separated, but I still had the key. So I went home, got the key to the car. I drove them to Osaka, I think it was, and then they caught a train back. And then next Monday, my friend was saying like, "Well, what happened?" And I said, "Oh, we just did our thing." "What? You didn't do it?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "What are you talking about? Ain't no way she gonna be with you." I'm like, "Oh my god, why do you?" I'm like, "What do you think I look like a monster or something?" I said, "I got man game, man," and he didn't believe in it and stuff. And I said, "What happened?" "Oh, she wouldn't let me touch her or nothing. She kept moving around." I'm like, "Wow, it's weird, man. Tell me how is life like that? So weird." I'm not being exposed to too much of Japanese heritage, but Southern heritage. Okay, okay. So that must be interesting. So the bros teach you. You live in white neighborhood or black neighborhood? How the neighborhood treat you? How old are you anyway? Let me think. So yeah, but if I make, yeah, I don't know. My life here is it's cool. I had a good time. I mean, I'm having a good time. Let's just say. I did have a get hit by a car though the other day. In the beginning of this month, I was in the freeway. It was weird. I think I made a video about that. I should have hit that car in front of me. I guess it was wrong. I was weird what happened, but that was crazy. I think that was the second car accident I've been in Japan. Crazy. never been in a car accident in the United States. Come on, get into two. I've had no, I can't say that, but yeah, I've had some more really crazy things happen. Way more crazy things happen to me here in Japan than I did in the States. It's crazy. But I'm gonna have to go. I'll make some more videos. Wow, this is 3 hours of yakety yak yak. I'm sorry, so long. But anyway, I gotta go. Any more questions? I leave. No more. Uploading. Upbringing was Swifty. Miami goes to. Ah. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's cool. Nice. Like, well, anyway, if you're on Facebook on GSD50JPN, hit me up on there. Okay. I would love to talk to you some more because I would like to, see how your life was. I always was intrigued by that. All right. Peace, everybody. I have to go. Enjoy and thank you. And I'll make some more of these later. I gotta go. Peace.